Hey, folks. First, microphone check. Mic check. Tell me you can hear me. Might help if I mute this. Might help if I mute the stream. Um. Hey, folks. Oh, I'm waiting on those two people. Now, here's the thing. I just get. Let's hold on a second, y'all. Hold on a second. Carrie, I'm sending you a message. Hey, what's going on, folks? Let me get. Come on, thing. Okay, I'm really beginning to hate my. I don't like phones. I really don't. I really don't. I just sent you a message. Now, okay, let's go ahead and let me get myself set up because we, well, y'all see the topic. The topic is was chosen by our resident goon, um, Mr. Truth Teller, Mr. Truth Teller 410, and he had a couple of things that he wanted that he wanted to talk about. But until they get here, let's go ahead and reel something off first. Let me see. Excuse me, Carrie, of course, K2B2. What's up, brother? Dun, 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 dun. That sound crispy. That's good. What's up, Chad? Mean Gene. Yep, that's right, man. Electro voice on point. I've been fiddling around with this for about 10 minutes. I had to restart StreamYard twice and start completely over to get the audio to work. Cause I know it ain't my system, because it's the same system I use all the freaking time. But I got to use this when I'm bringing people up, because y'all know when I ride solo, I just use OBS, and OBS don't have them problems. Okay, let me get my thank you. Can I have my cord back? Thank you. Folks, until them two goons get here, I'm gonna ask y'all something. Have y'all heard the story, the release that Justin Trudeau, the big man of Canada, they done busted and got all the link and got the deets on him using CV19, using COOF money to give contracts to his friends. He gave an editing. Hold on a second. Maybe they'll call back. Watch, as soon as I start talking, they're gonna call back. Watch. But anyway, that phone ain't rang in 2 hours. See? Can I cuss for a second? Wait a minute. Where's my beep thing? Because I got one. Figure since I got it, I may as well use it, right? Curse. Where's it at? Censor. Yeah, there you go. Get the this bullshit. Uh-oh. Hey, Natasha. Folks, anyway, like I was saying, Justin Trudeau, he been giving contracts to, hey, Big Pontiac, what's up? Giving contract, giving contract, hey, y'all, don't pay him no attention. Giving contracts to his friends. He gave a media creation, like to make a phone app, a Coof 19 app to friends of his, $60,000. Four guys work at $60 million, million dollars to make an app. And they admitted they never made an app before in their life. Slide, we in the wrong line of business. I would have took half of that. He ain't have to give us 60 mil. He could have gave us 30 mil. 30. I took 30. I mean, 15 for you, 15 for me. We ain't gonna get Truth. They're gonna find him dead in the trunk of a Crown Victoria and shit.
He ain't giving a squat.
People gonna be over there, man. What's the smell coming out of the trunk of this car? I don't know, man. He hit y'all. Because we gonna throw Truth Teller under the bus. Okay, so this is what we gonna do. I mean, he throws us under the bus, so I mean, I think turnabout is fair play. I think so. The topics, folks, according to Truth Teller 410, the importance of the men in our lives, which is a good topic because there is some men that's in my life that if they wouldn't, ain't no telling what the hell would have happened to my ass. Does YouTube create a world people can hide in? I think the answer, I'm going to let him tell it, but on my side, I'm going to say yes. And illegals in New York, and wait a minute, illegals in New York City crime, the situation and the media coverage. That's as deep as I can go, so I can't go no deeper. That's all I got. I'm sorry. That's all I got. And but then Slide, since we waiting on this ruffian, remember the stream you and I did on when I queried you on the music industry?
Yeah.
It might have helped if I would have flipped the page over and read the last question that was on the. I'm sorry. So we gonna get it out of the way. I've been holding this question since that stream. Am I patient or what? Remember, the last thing we was talking about the music, and we was talking about some sketchy lyrics, some sketchy songs, with what's her name? Joan Jett and the Blackhearts. I love rock and roll. The boy was 17. He's a kid. A lot of people, and they just be jamming to it. But what did she do? I saw him standing there by the record machine. I knew he must have been about 17. Standing tall and strong, playing my favorite song. Next, we're moving on, and he was with me. Yeah, me. She was a grown ass woman when she sang that song. Yeah. Stevie Nicks. I love Fleetwood Mac. Now, there will be no Fleetwood Mac slander. I don't care. I'm not having any Fleetwood Mac slander. So, the age of 17. The song says it. And so I hear you in the morning and I hear you at night, boy. She see him down the hall. She just waiting on this joker to turn 18. She said, I will enable you, my love, but I'm a few years older than you, my love. That's what she's. So, well, it's creepy, but at least she like, I'm gonna wait till he turned illegal. That's crazy. And Sarah was the name she was gonna name her baby that she aborted.
The one
right?
she loved. Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, to what's the guitar player? I can't anyway, she got pregnant by him, had the abortion, and she was gonna name the baby Sarah. That's not funny, Natasha. Stop it. But you know better than I do. A lot of these people that sing the songs didn't create the song. Just like Private Dancer, Tina Turner, everybody look, I'm your private dancer. Dance off of mine. Mark Knopfler of Dire Straits wrote that song. So my wait a minute. I got to get my devil voice. We got to get ourselves. No, you know what? We got to do this since we waiting on truth.
Sly, can you hear me, Sly?
Loud and clear.
I have a question. Nick is too chicken to ask, so he got me doing the dirty work for him. Being that a lot of those songs were written by other people, is it within the scope of us thinking that maybe the person that performed the song really wasn't down with it, but greedy record labels put it in his contract that he had to sing it?
That's a very good question. I would think,
like Ray Davies said, he read the lyrics to Lola. I met her in a club down in Soho pub, and we drank champagne, and it tastes just. I asked her and at the top of her name, she said Lola. Hold on, what the hell? You can't. Hey, y'all know what I said? Do the song. Get your ass in the booth. What does it say? Is it possible? Now we do know it's some weirdos out there, but is that outside the realm of reality?
No. And then the artist is also in a pickle too, because now if they change the lyric, that means the artist will get a writer's credit, and the original writer is not going to want that.
So wait, say that again?
So if they say I submit you a song and it's got some sketchy lyrics and you change it, well, then you get a writer's credit. And if I'm the writer of the song, I don't want you to have a writer's credit.
So I put a couple of words on your song.
Yeah.
Therefore, I get the credit?
Yeah.
And you don't get nothing?
Well, no, you get a percentage of it.
You get a percentage.
As me as the songwriter, I'm trying to keep all of the credit as possible.
Yeah.
Right. Because it's between me and the producer that own it 50%. Now, if I let you change my lyrics, that's coming out of my pot, not his, not the producer's pot. So the artist is kind of in a pickle, but then some artists, are big name artists, they can kind of throw their weight around and be like, I don't like this,
Yeah, if you David Gilmour, you don't want to sing it, you ain't, you're David freaking Gilmour, right?
Oh. But if Burt Bacharach gives you a song, you're not going to change. It's Burt Bacharach.
Yeah.
Babyface gives you a song, you're not going to.
It's Babyface. Bob Dylan? It's Bob Dylan.
It's Bob
Dylan. Just sing the freaking song, right?
Yeah. Sing it how I taught y'all to sing it.
Yeah. Boy, they said, but man, I got studio stuff of, it's just audio of Dylan. And he like, wait a minute, stop. Somebody's not, okay. I think I know who it is. It's just all, but it's his voice. You can hear him.
Yeah.
Play it again, and they playing it again. Once upon a time, you dressed so fine through the bumps and grinds in your prime, didn't you? Then I read the things. They said, if Dylan looks at you twice during the thing, you need to get your SHIT together. I kept all the line. I still got all that stuff. It's in print. I need to scan it and put it but wait a minute. Am I breaking the law by doing that? by scanning it and like putting it up on the web?
If you profit from it, possibly. But if you're just putting it up there to put it up there, I don't think so. I think you're good to go.
Okay.
Only when the commercialism comes in or profiteering, that's when everyone their mind.
Oh, okay. Hey, I'm just because I don't need no trouble. I don't have no music.
No,
I don't have no music lawyer. I don't need no trouble. I don't need no trouble. Dennis Edwards having an issue with Papa Was a Rolling Stone. You know anything about that?
Yeah. That was
What
the movie, the TV movie, and he was like, "This is the day my daddy died." Like that was the actual death date of his daddy died. He's like the writer, like,
really?
how'd you know all this? Yeah.
The 3rd of September was the day he always remembered.
Yeah.
That was the day that my daddy died.
Yeah.
Wow. How the hell would they know that though? I mean, I guess anybody can pick a date. You know, they can say I mean, come on, man.
Well, I mean, if you spend time with a good writer, is going to want to pull things out of you and ask you questions and hang out with you and get to know you, so that way they can craft the record around you and make it more authentic, as opposed to you just reading sheet music and be like, he told me that, you know? So yeah.
I never had a chance to see him, never heard nothing but bad things about him. Man, I guess that's part of the thing that the Bronx Goon is put, because I can't imagine being without my daddy. He gone. I miss him. But Norman was like, I'm not changing it. Use it. Oh, okay. Dang. I didn't know none of that. I had no idea.
Yeah, that was a real beef. Yeah.
So basically I say, so these songs, because of course it's always the men, but then when you start reeling off the women's names of doing the songs too, everybody go, and I'm like, hey, look, there's some creepy ass women out there too. Don't even front. What are y'all talking about? There's some make the hair on the back of my neck stand up. I'm like, ooh, get away from me. So that could be a conflict. So you say, I don't want to sing this. But if you got something in your contract, that song, well, you got a 5-album contract. I learned that from you. You got a 5-album contract. And this is one, because I can only imagine how many songs come in and somebody says what's going to get cut from the album and what ain't. Is it the producer or the band or the label, or who gets to say what stays and go?
Well, first you got to think about it. You've already paid the writer. It's coming out your budget. So you're kind of beholden to let them do their job. So then once it's completed, they'll give it to the A&R. The A&R, okay, whatever, and he gives it to his boss. And if the president gets a hold of it, you're just in a pickle, because you're paying for it. This is part of your budget. You bring in a David Foster, that's $500,000.
Yeah, and so if you ain't writing your own music, you ain't Carly Simon. I mean, but everybody how many Carly Simons is it gonna be? And Carol Carpenter. Boy, oh man, she this, that, and other, and what's his name? The Bonham, the drummer for Led Zeppelin, got mad that one of the magazines rated her as a higher drummer than him, even though she's classically trained. And he didn't sing. She sang while playing the drums. That's adding a whole nother. Then, of course, after they made a couple albums, she got from behind the drums, and they had that Stephen Fitch guy. But still, I don't know, man, because I mean, I love Led Zeppelin, but I think I could have plugged anybody in his spot. I mean, it ain't like I mean, this ain't Rush, what I mean?
Ouch. I agree, but
I mean, I love Led Zeppelin. Okay. Yeah. Led Zeppelin, you mimicked Howlin' Wolf, period. Hubert Summerlin, the guitar. But y'all called it the Lemon Song, but he called it the Killing Floor.
Mm-hmm.
So will you two knock the stream down if I play it?
No, you're just gonna get an email.
I mean,
saying-
because I ain't monetized anyway.
Yeah, you're just gonna get an email.
Hey, y'all, let's but Justin Trudeau, he gonna have something need to happen to his punk ass for all that money, all them COVID relief dollars, and he done gave them to his friends and shit. But Sly, come on now. Now he gave them 60 million. You know there was a caveat with that 60 million. Come on, dog.
I mean, don't be super greedy with it. Like, I get
that's a big, can't nobody ignore 60. It came out today. That came out today. You can't ignore $60 million.
You couldn't find an app developer in India and just say, hey, just throw this together for us. He's like, here's a couple $100,000.
Why are you trying to shortchange me, my friend?
You know what I'm saying? Make it look good.
Is this what you trying to shortchange me?
I'm all about the grift, but give the people something though. Don't make it so obvious.
But see, what I'm saying is, man, I'm gonna give y'all this. I can't prove this. I'm gonna give you this 60 mil, but I want 20 back. You making $40 million.
Hey, wait, Nick, I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
I ain't saying that's what he done. That ain't what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying it, but I ain't saying it. I mean, that's all right. Yeah, let's do it like that. The quickie mart. Hey, man. Matter of fact, I set up my Stream Deck sound pad. I don't know. Because I can't hear the stream. I don't know if the sounds is coming through, but I guess I'll hear it when I'm done. I can hear it. That's my boy RBR and SKC. I don't know. I can hear it. I don't know if y'all can hear it. Can y'all hear it? No? I'll take that as a no. Okay. Wow, because I can hear it. I can hear it. I can hear it, but I don't know. But I know it comes through on the Roadcaster though. I think it just goes straight into the recordings for OBS, I think. Anyway, y'all, sorry about that. Like I say, hey, Chocolate Bunny, what's going on? Cynical One. Oh boy. Now I say, now the person that wanted we're gonna give him static. The person that wanted me he wanted to share his musings with y'all. Why is he the last one here? And he the one picked the time. Yeah, I'm throwing him under the bus. Anyway, but I'm glad he answered that question, because when I had that stream where I was interviewing Sly and I'd asked, it was on the music stuff. That's the only one I didn't ask him. Because I'm like, dang, I guess that kind of makes sense. So I guess you pretty much are kind of forced into it. But the thing is, the public, who do they see as the face of the song? They see you. He's on it. Yeah. No, he the one picked the time. He picked the time. And we all was talking, and okay, so that time, your time, is this time my time, and this time his time. Yeah, okay. But I guess that's kind of because the public don't know. Most people don't know who wrote the songs that they actually listening to, because they all know Bob Dylan, Carol Carpenter, you know what I'm saying? Elton John, Paul McCartney. It's so many songs that people listen to, and they have no idea. They know they hear this person singing it, but they don't know who wrote and composed the song. Then just like I'm telling you, like when I found, like I say, when found out Tina Turner, Private Dancer, was wrote by Mark Knopfler of Dire Straits. And I'm a huge Dire Straits fan. And I had no freaking idea that Mark Knopfler wrote that song. Now, Tina performed the hell out of it. I give that much to her, but I had no idea. Let me see. I'm going to try to play a little bit of this without getting kicked off so y'all can hear what I'm talking about when I was talking about the music. And like I said, I'm a Zepp fan. I'm gonna do this because I don't wanna run true stuff for him. And because even though I know the questions, I don't want to run it for him. I don't think that would be cool. Uh um uh um okay. Okay, I think my version is better than this. Hold on a second. Y'all, this is I gotta do this one for you. Even if he come, I'm gonna do it. Sly. I'm gonna play it. I ain't gonna play the whole thing. I'm just gonna play enough. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where they can do you know I go to search for my music channel? I can Google my music channel and it don't pop up. Ain't that something?
I wonder why that is.
I don't know. But then when it's the craziest thing. It's like they just, like they got they thumb on my head or something. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Which makes no sense to me. I gotta go through a back door to get to my own freaking channel. Let me see. Killing Floor. I know I got a way better version than these saps got, than these other people. There it is. Now, share screen. I hate StreamYard. I hope they ain't
It's
watching.
the worst. That's why I don't the duck stays, man. I don't
they get on my damn nerves. Let me see. Dum da dum da dum. Ooh, might help if I switch the window, right? Duh. Okay, window, share. Okay. It sounds like it's like Borgen. It's Borgen. StreamYard, man. Y'all something else.
That's yeah. That's why the
And
duck
I got
stays, man.
plenty computer. I got plenty computer. Hell, dude, I'm running a freaking Threadripper right now. 64 gig Threadripper. How about that? So it ain't me. I got more computer than most businesses have. Let me see. Let's do it like this. Now, if I play audio through my thing, it won't. It should. Man, I got they got a StreamYard. Y'all gotta do better. You gotta do better. You gotta. Okay, there it is. Howling Wolf, Kill Floor. Let's see if I can. Bruh, this shit don't. Oh, dum dum da dum da dum. I'm sorry, folks. I'm going as fast as I can. There it is. Okay. Dum da dum da dum. Wow. Man, StreamYard just ain't happening. Stream
Trash.
this
That's why,
is
when
this is well, that's why I love OBS so damn much too. So I mean, because OBS just flows, but and what are y'all doing? Y'all are trash. Let's try it this way. Hey, I just got a notification that I'm live. Ain't that something? Hey, there's my link. What do you know? Is boring. No matter which whether I use, Edge, it don't matter. Firefox, it don't matter. Don't matter. It's
their
that's
platform,
trash.
Man. Super trash.
That's trash. That's fuck. Hey, what's up, Techie? That's trash. And like I said, because they can't blame the system, because I bet you I got more system than they got. I wouldn't doubt it. But hey, Techie, your boy done bumped up to a thread ripper. I got a deal. I got a deal on the motherboard and the CPU. Hey, necessary. How you doing? And I got a deal. It was a open box. It was an open box and a refurb, but it is what it is. And I got that and the motherboard. I almost paid full price for the motherboard, but I did pay a little. I did get a little break on the CPU. Well, a big break on the CPU. So so it was. Hey, Sly, I need 10 grand. See that new thread ripper, the new 7900 series.
Yeah,
it's only 10 grand.
Oh, is that it?
Just for the CPU. That's just the CPU.
Okay.
That ain't the motherboard. That ain't none of the other stuff. So yeah, but I had to swallow my pride and just get a 7970.
Okay.
It's 2500 brand new. I got it for 19 refurb.
Oh, that's a good deal.
Months old.
Okay.
So, but I ain't got to upgrade for a while. And man, editing now, whew,
yeah,
it just zings, man. Hey, you know what we gonna do? No, not an AIO. I don't like AIOs, bruh. Noctua makes a dual tower 140 millimeter fan, 140 millimeter dual fan setup for Threadripper. My temperatures, the highest temp when I ran the load test program, the warmest it got was 96 degrees, and that was on a constant loop. And it ran 96 degrees. That's it. That on I ran a blender 3.6, and that's as warm as it got. Wouldn't go no warmer. So that's what it's all about with me. I'm good. I'll take it. So yeah, but Noctua, well, I mean it's Noctua, and the cooler, it was what? not $90, $92. You know, I mean, on that. Sly, this is the Bronx Goons questions. Okay, now I'm gonna ask you because he can play catch up. We messing with people time. The importance of men in our lives. How important is the men in your lives?
I mean, that's without question. I can think about all the times that I gave my mother trouble. And
wait a minute, you?
What? Yes.
What you
hellion.
you
I was a
gave
hellion. Yes.
you wait a minute, you get
Man, this is some bullshit.
okay. Yeah, I think that's we I mean, you ain't have to tell us that part. I mean, I think we would have figured it out, but go ahead.
No, it's just I can remember all the times I gave her trouble, and all that got put to bed the moment she said those words like, I told your father, or your father's on his way home, and we already knew he was coming straight from work, pulling 16-hour shifts. Like, come on, man.
And you tripping.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's not yeah, that ain't gonna be. Oh, that's
What do you got? Waiting 236, hold traffic, shots fired.
Shots fired. Like I say, wait until your father gets home. I've only heard that twice in my life.
Yeah.
And the second time I was like, Mom, I'm home on leave. Mom, I'm 22 years old. What are you talking about? Didn't matter.
Okay.
Didn't matter.
Yeah.
Me and her, we was going at it pretty good.
Yeah.
Didn't matter. Boy, what's wrong with you? Nothing. Why you all in my face? So dang, okay. So yeah. And men in the house, I still say, and I know I ain't gonna go through it all. Everybody don't have the luxury of having a man in the house. I get it. Some don't have a luxury of having a woman in the house. Because I know, I actually know single daddies that raise their kids. But I think I could be wrong. And if somebody in your chat, y'all can correct me. If you don't have that initial guidance from a man in the house, you're leaving that boy wide open for the first man he run into outside the house.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Complete sense. Yeah. I'll take it a step further.
Go ahead.
Now we see the impacts of fathers not being there, but now moving forward, you're going to see a different type of father in the house. And that's going to elicit a different type of result in these boys per se. So now it's going to be like, okay, what era did your father grow up in? Could you imagine these, millennials and Zs having kids, Generation Alpha? These fathers have a whole type of programming that to us is either foreign or counterproductive as being fathers. So you can imagine the next two generations of kids, how they're going to turn out.
Yeah, well, I'll be dead by then, so I ain't gotta deal with this shit. I mean, stuff. Excuse me. So yeah, cause I'm. Oh, hey, watch this. I don't know if you can see him.
I don't want to see. Yeah, I mean, here you go.
Hold on a second, bro. Let me. We good? Can you mic check 1 2? Mic check 1 2. Microphone check 1 2. Mic checker. DOS effects. DOS effects. Did they make more than one record, or they were just a one record and they were done?
3 albums. That second album
they made
didn't do
3?
too good, but 3 albums I recall.
Because I mean, that first one that came out, that was something new. I was kind of, but that was pretty cool.
That second one, by the time the second one came out, Cuban already had that certificate and he did his thing with it, and everybody, it was all played out now. Their style was played out by that second album, and
Man, but that collab that they done with Cube on Check Yourself, that was pretty hot.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Yeah.
But God dang, I forgot all about DOS effects. Yeah, but that one, yeah. Okay, so all right, Truth. I asked Sly your question about about men, you know, and the importance of it, and I was saying, and he concurred that if you don't have a man, if there's not a man in your life on a daily basis, your child is susceptible to the first man that they meet once they leave your house. Can he hear us? I guess he can't hear us.
Oh, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. He just what? He just ignoring us.
Listen.
Look at a Nick wearing a culturally appropriated hat.
And they got mad. Now here the killer part. They gonna get mad saying, why did y'all take the shit off? Why y'all wait until after they do it to say something? Why didn't y'all do like the Sioux tribe, did in Kansas City? They in Kansas, they went, no.
Yeah.
Leave.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
But Washington, over y'all gonna wait until after the fact to say something. They can't go back.
Yeah.
They can't go back.
No.
Stupid. Cleveland Indians. They still the Indians, right? Cleveland Indians, the baseball team.
Barely, yeah.
They the Cleveland. What's the new name for that team now?
The Cracker Killers, Cleveland Cracker Killers, Cucamonga Cracker Killers.
Cleveland.
No, they still the Indians, ain't they? Nope, they're the Guardians.
Guardians,
what the fuck is
yep.
up? Sorry for my language. What the hell is a Guardian?
It happened right after the Redskins changed their name.
Oh, that's a horrible name.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, man. Hey, yeah.
What are they guarding? Cleveland Guardians. What? I'm okay. I'm about ready to go because I'm trying to get away from sports as I age. You know, the ain't guarding. Thank you. Thank you. Ain't guarding shiznoid. They're the track.
I mean, it is Cleveland. I mean, Drew Carey showed us that. You know,
I actually like that show.
It is a good show, but
I think that was towards the end where I was getting away from watching TV.
Okay.
And Cleveland rocks. Cleveland.
Yeah.
I think that they tried to be a more modern WKRP in Cincinnati.
I actually love that show.
Mm-hmm.
I loved that show. That show was the bomb. You know, but I'm an old dude, so you know, I remember watching it on TV. Yeah. I blame NCAA for the Native American scale back. I mean, but were there tribes out there? I can't recollect a tribe out there complaining.
Not one was complaining. The only reason they did it because, you know, people who don't come from a specific culture find it offensive for something to represent that culture.
Leave it alone. Leave it alone. I mean, is that team over there in California where Sly at? Is they gonna change their name from the Banana Slugs? The banana, and I thought it was a joke. That's really their name, Banana Slugs.
VC. Yeah. It's Santa Cruz. Yeah. Santa Cruz. Yeah. UC Santa Cruz. Yeah.
I had to Google. Well, I don't use Google. I had to look it up to see what the hell a damn banana slug was.
Not that California has anything to do with this. You know, I mean, we didn't.
Santa Cruz. Listen, hold on, wait. California, though, right? I give a damn about any of that. Can I get a proper intro, please? To hell with all of them. They millionaires. Nick, can I get a proper intro?
Okay, y'all.
Keep your mouth closed, Sly.
In this corner, logging in at 5 foot 10 inches tall, about 225, 230, somewhere around there. The undisputed champion, aka the Bronx Goon, Truth Teller 410. Buy your torque gear. I got mine.
I'm selling official torque gear, ladies and gentlemen.
See, here we go with this.
I'm selling official torque gear. I got all colors right here.
He got the Chinese version, the Chinese bootleg version.
I don't got that ironed on shit that they had. This is official sewn and stuff. Look,
y'all see what I got to put up with here?
Official, ladies and gentlemen, I got this one. The pink one is already spoken for. So let me take that.
Man, this is some bullshit.
Get that out of here.
Man, y'all see what
ladies and gentlemen, because I asked Sly to put me up a couple of times, and he fronted it stunning. So I got the blue right here. I got the black. Look at that multicolor.
Pretty good bootlegs, huh? China doing anything.
Hating ass niggas. They would say. I got the red one, and I got the gray one. We go. Hey, y'all hit my Western Union up. I get that in the mail ASAP. Right there, look.
You selling them outside of Club Bella Noche too?
All that.
Bella Noche.
Well, damn, if you can't go to Bella Noche, where the hell could you go?
Where the hell could you go? And I'm selling them for the low. $79.99.
$79.99.
Oh, so he wait a minute. Yeah, I know Natasha got hers. Man, look here. Somebody gonna send me, hey man, I see you got a trademark. I said, yeah, I had a trademark before the first batch came out. What you do all that for? What?
Because of Negroes like you. I would have said because of Negroes like you.
That's what I should have said. I mean, what do you mean? What do you mean?
This is pitiful.
Oh, bruh.
Ladies and gentlemen, just listen, email me. I get your talk out to you ASAP.
Slide, what am I gonna do?
I don't know what you're gonna do with this guy.
Listen,
guy's like hustle man.
You're right. You're right.
Up to pieces.
Remember that last one we had? I was selling everything out that Ziploc bag.
That's all right. When Truth walking up to his apartment, he gonna see a dark gray Suburban pull up.
On my tombstone, I want y'all to put rest in peace, official talk gear seller.
I don't know where them I'm sorry, Mr. Officer. I don't know where them damn bullets came from. Bruh.
What's up?
The man, the initial man.
Mm-hmm.
The initial man. Okay, I might add a little caveat.
Mm-hmm.
Sly, I agree with you on that. At what age do you think is the most important part for I know that all is important from start to finish, but do you think 10, 15, 20, 12, the age of, what? Okay, I'm just going to cut to the chase. At what age should Boom Kwee should Pookeisha hand look Pookie Jr. over the Pookie, so he don't turn out to be a Pookeisha like her?
Well, I'm gonna say something. I haven't heard anybody say this, and I didn't hear your answer already, Sly. So if I'm repeating what you're saying, you stole my shit. So I think the official age to where that child should be handed over to that man is right before that child goes to school, starts school. I'm saying before he starts first grade. Kindergarten is different, but first grade on, the father should be involved, because you need the father to sit there and explain to that son You about to go into a world where there's rules, there's structure, there's disciplinary people, there's disciplinaries out there, right? Because y'all ever got that call or you ever got that conversation? If your teacher called me and mess up my day, your day gonna be bad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. If you got somebody telling you that before you go out there, because in my opinion, the first big introduction into following somebody else's rules is school. Because before that, it's always just your house, right? Whatever your mother and your father say, maybe some relatives, you go to a family member's house, stuff like that. But I'm talking about you gonna be there for hours on end, and they have their own set of rules. It's school. And I believe that the father should be involved in that. I always said this: if there's a father in the house, when something goes wrong, the first person they should call is the father. Don't call the mother. Because the father, he ain't trying to go up there and hear opinion. He don't want to hear feelings. He don't want to hear nothing, right?
My daddy want to hear facts.
He want to hear, why the hell is Sly standing in front of the girl's bathroom with his little worm out?
I don't
know nothing about you. I don't know nothing about that, Sly. I'm just saying.
I don't know why.
I'm just saying. Because you hear. Because you hear. Anyway, Foster ruling interrupted. I believe that the father should get the phone call first. Because the father will come up there with the strap in his hand. He gonna come up there to put you back in line.
See, they can't do that. You can't hit your child now.
Yeah. So there's another reason why I say you should call the father. Because the mother is gonna her actions is off of feelings and emotions. The father knows logically what he has to do. Right? If it's too bad, he's gonna say, well, I'm gonna take him home for the day. He'll come back and he'll come back straight tomorrow. You know what that means. You about to get choked. You about to get the skin beat off of you.
Yeah, you're gonna get choked out.
Yeah. If you ain't never prayed before, you're gonna be on your way home praying. Please let this man die before we get home. Please. Please. There's a God that loves me. Please let this man die before we get home. Right? The mother, she'll put her hands on you, cuss you out, or the mother will see it your way, right? Well, why did Sly do that? Well, who else is doing it?
She looking for an excuse to give him an out.
Yeah, that man.
Don't get Sly no out. Don't get Sly no out.
Beat his ass with the extension cord right on the spot, record it, and if he get put in the system, he deserves it. You put us on mute to talk to whoever you're talking to. So go finish talking over there. Anyway, Nick, whoop Sly ass with an extension cord. Make sure some of the wires are exposed out of the installation, and cut his ass good.
Wow.
I'm still looking for your father to put that on video. I top dollar, cash in hand. The moment he do that. Anyway, and please don't cut me off again, Sly. So, like I was saying, when the father goes to the school, and it's a difference between a man and a male. When a man goes to school, how many times, Nick, you was in trouble, or Sly, you was in trouble, and you see your father just walking up to you, and you didn't see your father, you saw the devil coming. You're like, oh shit. Ain't nothing you can say to get you out of this
all
one.
that cutting up.
Man, listen. Story time with Truth Teller 410. So when I was in school, right? When I was in 4th grade, I used to go, I think I said this before, but if I didn't, I used to go to the girls' bathroom, right? And pull out my little ding-a-ling thinking I was cute. So when they came out the bathroom, I'm standing there, look, ha, y'all want this? Yeah, I went left real fast, right? When I tell you I got the beating of my life, I'm talking about no clothes on, fresh out the shower, extension cord. Sly, Nick, ask me what I did when I got back to school the next day.
What'd you do when you got back to school the next day?
Did the same shit over and over.
Jesus freaking Christ.
I just went to a different floor and did it.
What?
But you know what happened? That first call, they called my mother, right? That didn't hurt. The second call, the devil came. When the devil came, ask me how many times I did it after that.
How many times you do it after that?
None. Because I said, oh, so this is how it felt to almost die. I don't want to do this no more. It ain't worth it. So all my friends was like, yo, you gonna do it again? You gonna do it again? No. I came and sit back in the chair because I still got exposed. I still got fresh whelps on my back. That shit hurts. Right? Because, you know, it's a different kind of, yeah, I did need the devil to stop. Hell yes, I did. Hell yeah, I did. A lot of things I did. I had to be taken to the brink of death to understand not to do it again.
I'm allergic to pain and embarrassment. I can't.
Not me.
I can't
Not
stand
me.
it. I can't
me.
stand to be embarrassed.
So you know, Christmas time, right before you go on Christmas vacation, right? I took my sock off my foot, both my socks, took them off my feet. I rolled them up and put them in my pants and was walking around school with a bulge thinking I was cute. And my art teacher, Miss Daly, saw it. And she beat me. And this is at the time when you can get a whooping by your teacher too. She whooped me, right? And then my god brother, my god sister was on the same school. They did something. When I saw my godfather come to school and he said, "What you sitting here for?" I looked right at Miss Daly like, "Don't you say nothing. Don't say nothing. Just gotta keep on calling my mother." She said, "Are you related to him?" And my godfather said, "Oh, this is my godson." She said, "Oh, he walked around with a sock bulging in the front of his pants thinking this was cute." When I looked at him, this is how I looked at him. I said, "Oh, shit." He grabbed me by my shirt sleeve like this, right off the ground. When he yanked me up and he had me to his face like this, he said, "I'm going to kill you as soon as you get in the house." The piss went running down my leg because I knew it. I said, "I'm about to get one of the nice ones. He about to tune my ass up."
Why?
I don't know, man. Listen, I was the worst, man. I was the worst.
I can't.
Thank God I ain't got no sons.
I'm allergic. I'm allergic to pain and embarrassment. I'm telling you. No.
Listen,
And
man,
plus I had 4 brothers, so he could actually kill me and probably wouldn't nobody even miss my ass because he got 4 other boys to choose from.
This was at the time when, you know, it was the good old days where you can get your ass whipped by everybody, right? And then nobody calling the cops. Was no BCW cases, none of that. You did it, right?
Right.
Yeah, you know, the good old days. So, man.
Yeah, anybody ever have to come get you from school, Sly? No? Yes, no?
No.
I find that hard to believe. I don't believe it. I
might have had one fight, literally, in all 4 years of high school.
All right, so you say you had one fight in high school. You looked like you was a badass kid. Let's go back to elementary.
Nah, I was a good kid. Yeah.
Nick, can I say it?
I was a good kid.
The black community today is in shambles. We are totally disenfranchised and totally discombobulated. But if anybody in this chat believes Sly was a good kid, please hit 2.
I was an extremely good kid.
An extremely good kid at that too. Please hit us with the 2. I believe that Sly lived on the end of a belt. I believe it.
Nope.
No?
Nope.
That 2 don't count because that's a bias 2.
Oh, with Techie, it's Techie, so I'm quite sure. Man, I'd probably been in all kind of trouble going to school with Techie. I'm gonna have to stop hanging out with you. I'm tired. I can't take this no more.
I know. I was a good little square kid. I didn't cause no trouble.
You never bully nobody or nothing?
The smallest kid in my class. Who am I gonna bully? Like,
you ever seen the Little Rascals? Them was some small ass kids. Those some badass kids too.
But there's a whole group of them. I wasn't rolling deep like that.
Yeah, I wasn't moving like Voltron.
Nah. With no Voltron back
Wasn't
then.
no
not for me.
Voltron for me until
What?
high school.
Yeah.
Now when I hit high school, once I became a starter on the football team, now I'm a member of Voltron. I'm a starter too. But Cooley High, aka Gladiator School, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
I believe Sly used to walk up in his classroom late on purpose. And then you hear that music like on Friday when Debo was standing there. Yeah, that was Sly. And I could hear Sly telling the teacher, "What's up, y'all?"
I was a good kid.
Yeah.
I was a good kid.
See, and when I went to school, if your grades wasn't up and you didn't have that teacher endorsement, you couldn't play sports. They wouldn't let you play. If you didn't, keep at least that 2.5, you know what I'm saying? Or G, you couldn't play. I want to play. You know what I mean? And dude, we had guys that were better players, fellas, but they couldn't keep their grades up. And our coach meant it. I mean, you could be the star player. You fail, you're out. You have to go to remedial. But while you doing all that, you ain't playing. It ain't like, well, we gonna let them play until no.
Yeah.
You didn't play.
Yeah.
But that's crazy. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
Just to answer the question again, I believe once that little boy is about to start school, I believe the father, it should be handed over to the father. I really do. And I don't mean all the responsibility, but I'm talking about the discipline, when he got to get that daily reminder of why the teacher is the teacher.
Mm-hmm.
When you walk I remember seeing men, right? They would walk into the teacher's classroom and they would stand there and wait for the teacher to tell them they could come in. And then they would say to the other students or even their children, this is the teacher's classroom. This is her rules or his rules. If they tell me to come in and stand over there in the corner, I'm gonna stand in the corner, right? They control this, right? We all have to abide by their rules. So, and then a lot of boys, especially when I was growing up, they will be out there looking for. They will be looking for somebody to guide them. I don't know if y'all ever seen this, but if somebody's father was involved in like a school activity, the kids who didn't have a father,
yes,
they would gravitate to that man.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That happened with me being an assistant coach at Sam Houston.
Yeah. So my oldest daughter, when I used to go to the her babysitter to pick her up, I would go out in the yard and play with all the kids. Not in the yard, but the cul-de-sac, and play with all the kids because those kids didn't have a father. A lot of them didn't have a father. I'll be honest with you. The only men I ever seen there was me and the babysitter's husband. So every Friday we used to make it our business to go into the cul-de-sac and play four corners with the kids. We'd play freeze tag. We'd do something with them. And then you would see the difference in these boys. Not the girls. They were just happy just to be playing. But the boys, the babysitter couldn't get them to stop yelling, screaming, and being loud. But we would tell them, hey, if you want to play, you're going to have to be quiet. Them boys was quiet as a church mouse. That's because they whether people believe it or not, when you growing up, you want a male figure there. You want a positive male figure, right? That's why you'll see, and Nick, I'm pretty sure you can attest to this. You'll see a good number of young men going to the military.
Yes.
And when they go into that military, I'm pretty sure if you ask them, why are you here? They'll say something to the effect of, I need the discipline in my life. I need the structure in my life. I've heard
that. I've heard that a couple of times.
Yeah. And that's how it is. Like, Sly, what you do with the kids, right? How many boys you got running around there with you?
If they black, they next to me.
Yeah, you see? Yeah. And I promise you didn't have to say you could trust me. Come on, no. As soon as they saw you and they saw that you was a reoccurring figure in their life, now that's your kid. That's your son. I'm pretty sure when they go home, they talk about you like as if you Jesus Christ. Yeah, I seen, you know, let's say they call you Coach Sly. I seen Coach Sly throw the ball today. Anybody can throw the ball, but it's so special when Coach Sly did it with this boy.
See, if I've been the boy daddy and he said, I saw Coach Sly throw, I would say, and that's
I got my first
that's just me.
I got my first nasty look from a black mom when my female girl students, they were like, Coach Hill, Coach, oh, you must be the coach. You're the coach to keep talking about. Like, here we go.
Yeah. And then
I got it.
You stick around long enough, you know what you're gonna see on Father's Day? You're gonna see you getting stuff from one of them kids. I remember one Father's Day, I went to pick my oldest daughter up, just when she was young, little. I went to pick her up, and me and Uncle Keith got Father's Day cards from these boys. And I asked the mothers, like, you know, y'all, I told the mothers, y'all didn't have to do this. Y'all don't have to do that. They said, no, he wanted to do it. One mother told me, on everything I love, he's been waiting to do this for Father's Day. And then thank me, because now he got he has an opportunity to go get a Father's Day card, write in it, and give it to a man.
Wow. I'm the only thing I ever had, like I say, was the coach. When I go back, the rare occasions I go back to San Antonio's east side and go mulling around, you know. I mean,
you saw your eyes when you said that.
Man, you asking for trouble, man. I mean, they don't know how to act.
Nah.
Dude, now they letting it off during the daytime, 2 in the afternoon. It's 2 in the afternoon. No. Wait a minute. I think Cuero is that way. Let me, bruh. The problem I had, I think I told y'all about that before, about a chick, a boy that I had to kick off the team. Like I said, man, you big for no motherfucker. I mean, no Mickey Ficky reason. You know what I'm saying? What you big with no purpose. Big, soft, spongy. You know what I'm saying? You big and you ain't strong. You don't have any gut. You know, you don't have any grit. The only grit you got is through the crack of your butt when you get up after getting somebody knocking you down.
Yeah.
But that's the way I'm talking, because I'm trying to wake up the little testosterone that you should have in you.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But mom wasn't happy. No problem, mom. I'm the assistant. Look, I'm the defense coach, assistant. I run the defense. Okay. So this is what we do. Okay. This is practice. He ain't even made the team yet. This is practice.
Yeah.
This and that. This tryouts. I got 60 MFing kids. You know what I'm saying? That I'm then chopped up. Okay. Secondary, these gonna be lines. And you know, we chopping that. Got you covered. Come here. And didn't even pulled the rack, pushed it, put my hand on top of his head and grabbed the back of the blades and pushed his head right out and pulled his arms up and threw it on the side. And I told her to take him to the other side of the field where they were having the cheerleaders tryouts and get this boy some fucking pom-poms. I swear to you, that's exactly how it went. Take him over there and have him try out for the cheerleaders, because he ain't cut for football. And I see why. You know what I'm saying? You can't talk to me, bitch. I can talk to you however the F I want. You on my field. This my field.
Yeah.
Mine. You don't run nothing here.
Yeah.
Man, okay, bye. You still here? Why you still talking? You ain't like the way I was talking to him. You ain't got to worry about it no more. He ain't playing football as Sam Houston. Period. Problem solved, right?
Yeah.
Problem solved, right?
Yeah.
Anybody else feel like they're wait a minute. perhaps you feel you're being treated unfairly. Give your ass that Vader, right? You know, so here, okay. So here's the thing. But so, I mean, so you gotta go. This boy, I have no idea where that boy is. Because some of the boys I said when I go back, hey, Coach T, what's up, Coach T? You know, whatnot. They grown, you know, but they grown men now, you know, but they still, you know, they still remember that. Be telling his girlfriend, hey, this was the defense coach when I was in high school that I was telling you about. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. I still have kids that remember me.
I think the kids will be scared of truth as soon as he started talking. They like,
you know what's crazy?
What the hell?
I never wanted kids ever in my life. I thought kids would be the death of me. I was like, growing up, I said, I'm not ever having kids. If I said, woman want to have kids, it's over. I'm immediately leaving her, right? When I started raising my oldest one and I started going around kids, I never wanted that. Like, all right, I'm cool with this one. I don't want no more kids. This is crazy. Yo, and Sly, you know, kids will make you like them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Man.
They're like cats.
Yeah. Man, when
I don't like, man, y'all know I don't like cats. But man, the cats, I'm a cat magnet.
I'm allergic to them real bad.
I ain't allergic. I just don't like, they don't serve no, if you don't have mice, what purpose does a cat serve? They don't do nothing.
To keep the intruders away. I assume.
People break in your house, cat just look up, meow. You know what I mean? Wait a minute. You just gonna let this joker walk in my house and walk off with my shiznit, right?
Yeah.
You know, now Fuzzy, I mean, he little ass, he ain't gonna do, but at least Fuzzy bark. You know what I mean? He ain't big enough to do nothing.
You talking about Yorkie?
Yeah. And I guess right on cue.
Yeah.
Right on cue.
There you go. Right, here you go, Sly. Here go fighting pit right here. You about to see it. Look at that.
Oh my gosh.
Look at that.
Hey, y'all ready? Boom, 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 boom. Hit it. Doom, doom, doom. Bitch, not the bang. The bang. Oh. Flip, no, not the bang. The bang. Oh. Bitch, not the bang. The bang. Oh. F no, not the bang. The bang. Because he got them bangs over, but that's his bay.
I know he driving he drive those women crazy. All that natural hair.
Yeah, but but hey, who signed? I don't know. Is that his real hair or is that someone else? No, that's his hair. That's his natural hair growing out of his body.
Terrible.
You're a coon.
But
Sly.
yeah, man. If you ask me, I'm gonna say this: the moment that boy is about to go into the real world, he's about to start the real world, and I'm talking about like he's about to go into school. You're gonna spend more time in school than you do with anybody else, right? With the people in your school more than it's like work. You spend more time at work than you do it in your home. So I think at that age he should be disciplined. Like the discipline should be instilled in him. The father should be right there. Every time he think about doing bad, he should hear the father whispering in his ear, "Not today." He should that friendly reminder.
Okay. So we got that good. Now, number 2. Sly. Wait a minute. Hold on a second, True. Before we do that, because I had to remember who I'm dealing with.
You know it.
Okay, here we go. Now, I'm not pinning this one on the niggers, but the niggers can take it and walk with it.
Mm-hmm.
Question number 2 from the Bronx Goon, Truth Teller 410. Does YouTube create a world that people can hide in? And what's the difference? Now, wait a minute. Now, there are some people that actually roll in real life the way they do on YouTube. But a lot of people try to make themselves a little different. What say you?
You got the floor, Slaw.
Yeah, without question. This is why we tend to bump heads with certain factions of people on here, and the part of the problem is the audience fuels their delusions of grandeur about, you know, the lifestyle, the image they've created, and then once they find out the truth, they still don't care. You know, so case in point, you got guys on here that have, you know, crimes against children, and the people will still go like it's no big deal. So it's like,
say it again.
Yeah, I can't handle that.
Yeah.
Say it again, Slaw, because I don't think they heard you. Say it again.
Yeah, you have the audience will still support those that have crimes against children. It's well known. It's everybody's paperwork has been pulled up, and they still gravitate toward these people. They'll hold them in high regard. So it's like, what do you do? What do you do?
So let me ask you this, Slaw, because you've been involved with YouTube, I think, longer than me. Well, this sector of YouTube longer than me and Nick have. Because Nick, you come from
I come from the gun, the gun, firearms, safety training,
it ain't too many Bonquishas running around there, is it?
No, that's one thing about that. We don't have them stroll holes over there. We don't fuck around like that. They can go fly a kite somewhere.
So let me ask you this, Slaw. With you being involved, like you seeing more of this than we do, right?
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever found yourself in a situation where you become, you know, not friends, but close with somebody? Like with me, you threatened to kill me, right?
We go with this nonsense.
It is what it is.
He gonna tell this story to the day he closes his eyes.
So Slot threatened to kill me, right? F my mother, you know, F your kids. He threatened to kill me. I was scared for my life. Nick, I'm the victim, Nick. When you called me, I was crying in the car that day, remember?
Oh my gosh.
When you was like, hey, Slot, I want to talk to you. I was suffering from PTSD. I thought he was going, you know, I had to watch my back. When man said he was going to kill me in my sleep.
Free slide. We got you. Put your hands up.
Yeah, exactly.
Drop the weapon. Drop the weapon.
I ain't been the same since that day. I used to walk these streets happy, smiling, Nick, skipping, whistling Dixie. I still believe at any given moment that Nick is, a slot gonna turn on me.
You know that I fear for my life is that trope is getting played out now. You know,
I don't know nothing about what you're talking about, sir. You threatened to kill me. And if something happened to me, y'all, go right after him. And I believe Nick set me up. So, with you dealing with that sect, like these people, have you ever come across a time where, you know, you run into somebody on YouTube, and I'm asking this question because I have a follow-up question, and you're like, oh man, you know, this person's all right, you know, y'all build a rapport, and then you find out that they done got a child sex crime charge on them?
No.
I actually don't know anybody that I know of that actually has one of those. I know these people exist. I know that person got it, but I don't know him or her or whatnot. But like somebody that was inside my circle, I never. Maybe I'm lucky, or maybe because I keep my circle small. I don't know. I don't. I don't know anybody personally, because if I did, you gotta go. I mean, bro,
the difference is
you gotta go.
In the real world, we make friends different than we make on YouTube.
Online.
Right? Because on YouTube, somebody could be a supporter and just keep giving you all kind of money, and the next thing you know, that person is number one. Right?
Well,
or
I think the beauty for me is anybody I had issues with or fell out with or whatever, that was early on, and the vibe was not there. And then it comes out, okay, they got this, and this, and that against them. So now it kind of makes sense why we didn't vibe, we clashed. Yeah, since I've been on this, oh man, no, because I don't identify with pimps. I don't sit on this thing all day worried about
drug dealers.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So that kind of weeds itself out. And then, you know, I'm in a different stage in my life. So a lot of that stuff I can't relate to, or that's so far behind me. It's like, that's in our 20s and our 30s, whatever the case may be. And, yeah.
Well, I mean to cut you off. Let me ask y'all both this question. Since you've been in these YouTube streets, right? If you had to take away one thing that you could say, since I've been out here in these YouTube streets, this has changed my life for the better. And I got it because of YouTube. And I humbly beg y'all, please don't use me as the example, because I'm the best thing that ever happened to y'all since we all met. You know, and you know it. You know it. You can fix your lip, Mr. Taylor. I see it.
Don't you believe it?
I'm humble. Leave me out of it. Right? Sir, save your merciful praise when it's just us. I'm humble. What is the best thing, or give me an example of one thing that y'all got from YouTube that you could say, without YouTube, I would not have had this introduced to my life, and it's for the good.
Well, you guys, of course, and other content creators that, you know, AM1 and you guys.
I've met some real nice. I've met some cool people. Keep it techie.
Yeah.
Techie in person is exactly the same way he is.
Mellow, like
he's the same.
Yeah.
Now, granted, he got a pistol sticking out of his pants, but you know, but he's the same.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But I don't know. But if I've met a couple of YouTubers, especially when I was doing the prepper stuff, because you know we gun ranging and you know shooting together and you know and talking and whatnot, and I didn't have the camera stuff then like I got now, you know, so they recording stuff. But you know, but y'all all know YouTube, when they made that clean sweep, like they just got rid of all you know, all the gun stuff, all the prep stuff. I make sure I conceal it next time. Yeah, I mean, because I'm like, techie, you know, I can see the handle of your pistol sticking up through your shirt, right?
You can't hide an AK-47 up under your shirt. That's why.
Oh, they put it in their pant leg.
Yeah.
And
exactly. That's keep it techie. Yeah. That's his everyday carry pistol, an AK-47.
Oh man, I got a crank, but I leave it in the back of the truck. So, but I will admit, there's a even though I know a lot of tubers, there's a handful of tubers that though I may not been like all of that with them, they were a hub for me to meet so many worthy people, if that makes any sense.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I'm like, damn, because I never would have met this one, that one, or that one without him. Now I also met 7 others that ain't worth a shit, but I met 7, you know what I'm saying? Keep it Tech 9. That's a good one. I got to remember that.
Exactly.
Keep it Tech 9. But, you know, but the thing is, I'm old enough where I can filter out and I can filter out the bad. I can spit out the chaff and keep the wheat because I done been through a whole bunch of stuff. So I didn't really maybe this kind of sound kind of pompous or haughty of me. I didn't really come to YouTube to learn anything. I came to YouTube thinking that I had something to teach others, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know, and then of course, you getting in the wheelhouse of the teaching when you done told the truth, but you a coon, you a black buffoon, you a ruckus, you a sellout, you all that other stuff. Okay, well, Dave, okay, so are you gonna debunk anything that I just said?
Yeah.
Or are you just gonna call me names?
Yeah.
Okay, so but that tells you right there that you close to the target. But I don't know. I mean, because I wouldn't have met y'all, and and then me and hell, you see videos of me and LAR riding down the damn street harassing people in Houston and shit. But but it's a good, if the person changes, like your YouTube persona, once I meet them in real life, if they change, I don't say nothing. I just kind of, you know what I'm saying? But made the LAR, he's still the same. SKC, same. He's the same. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's what he's the same. I done met guys say, nothing changed.
Yeah.
But the handful of the ones that they did, kind of, especially when I'm looking at them, and man, we, short gun range. We at the range, this, that, and other. We switching, right? We checking out each other's stuff and whatnot, and talking and this, and they like, God dang. And I'm like, yeah, you thought I was playing, right? And we doing targets. We running drills. And I got another guy, because it was only 2 black guys in the group. We had 2 black guys, one Asian, 1 Pacific Islander, and 20 white dudes. You know what I'm saying? And we had this shoot. It was in Bastrop, Texas, where we went and had this thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like this, boom, boom, when they ain't looking. Sly. Yeah, what's up, Nick? For Truth to be a 11 Bravo, you think he'd shoot better than this? You know what I'm saying? And he's like, yeah, that's what I was thinking, but I wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Huh?
Watch his gun turn sideways.
Yeah. And but we talk, and we out here, we doing drills and type 1 stoppage, type 2 stoppage, type 3 malfunction. And I'm like, a couple of us, I mean, I never said nothing, but it's like, I'm watching your stuff. Hey, hi. No, Sly. No. You can't have got that rusty, in 8 years, especially if you go into the range 4 or 5 times a year.
Mm-hmm.
Like, dude, you got you got a Scar H and you're missing 400-yard targets. Hell, with a 12 power scope. You know what I'm saying? Dude, how are you? You know what I'm saying? So we like, okay, here's a YouTuber, and this dude had 500,000 subs. So people actually thought, you see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That this guy could do the SHIT he was saying on his videos. And we all there, and we all seen it. He can't. But so I'm glad we had stuff like that to weed out the freaking weaklings. You know what I'm saying? But sooner or later, one thing I learned, you ain't got to do nothing. I didn't make a video saying YouTuber ABC 123, we is at the range and we got all the video. Now, a couple other people did put up videos of all of us. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And whatnot. Dude gonna tell me I was sandbag. I ain't sandbagging. I just said I'm okay. Okay. When are you planning on missing the goddamn target? Talking about you okay? We've been shooting half a goddamn day. Don't worry. I'll miss something eventually. But it's a good thing. I get it. Yes, so there's a lot of people hiding behind YouTube, but sometimes you ain't got to say something because sooner or later they'll get figured out. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have to say anything.
Yeah.
His house collapsed in on himself. So I didn't say anything. And there's other ones that tell people, like me, I just tell people, man, shit, I'm broke. What you talking about? I ain't got no damn money. I got some equipment, but I ain't got no money. What you looking at me for some money? I ain't got no money. I thought who told you that? I ain't got no real thick glasses, but I got to get them. I need a banana, chewing a banana, right? They ride through, right? What's his name? Big Head Rico?
I don't like that shit.
Yeah, I don't like that shit.
I don't like that.
I don't like this shit. I don't like this shit. Yeah, somebody gonna have to drop a dime. Gonna have to drop a dime on his ass.
But the sad reality is there's a way vast amount of people that are not where they thought they should be, sorely lacking in whatever facets of life, and their last respite of validation is YouTube, online, whatever. You can be whatever you want, and you got enough people just as broken as them that will feed into that, and it's like a symbiotic relationship. They get to be who they want, and they get followers out of it, and the followers feel validated because they have somebody to kind of look up to and to pour into. It's this weird back and forth relationship of brokenness. And then when they come across people that don't live like that or don't identify as that, then that's when the heads clash and you get all these rifts and these beefs and all this. And we're just vastly outnumbered. You have way more jacked up people than you have mentally stable, productive, socially competent people out here.
Yeah, because I tell people all this stuff. Man, you went dude, I'm just a regular dude. Yeah. We saw a video. You flexing, right? Dude, it's a tractor. We cut hay to bale with it. Yeah. I didn't know equipment was a flex. You know what I mean? What are you talking about? I ain't riding around in something that I'm claiming as somebody else's. You know what I'm saying? If you see me rolling it, it's mine. Yeah. I don't get, you live in a big, I got a kind of medium sized house. No. You got, no. Do you have, no. What make you think I got all, where you getting all this shit from? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, dude, I'm just a regular guy. I know what I know, and I don't know what I don't know. And I know who I know. But one thing I will tell they asses, though, wait a minute, where my
I do know people that I can reach out to. I don't give a flip what quadrant of the galaxy you're in, and they will tap you on the shoulder.
Now, that part, I will keep that flex to the day I die because I earned that flex. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I earned that one. Dude, we'll come see you. People used to look at our shoot videos and whatnot, doing our drills and whatnot. Now, Sly, you ain't the going out picking with somebody thing, but if you see guys doing giving a class, showing the four-man room entry without a shotgun, then one with and one without, and doing that and clearing and hitting the targets, then getting what we call strays, them the ones that's them ran out the building as you breached, and you got to get them before they get to the tree line. And we're standing, hitting 300, 400, and 500 yard targets and whatnot, and where all 10 targets are down between 4 men in less than 6 seconds. Who on that team do you want to try to get into a gun battle with? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Dude, if you're not from our pool on that, this stuff, yo, man, let's go get this. Dude, by the time you do this, you got a hole in your mind. Before it even get all the way up, you're sucking oxygen through your freaking forehead. Just leave us alone. I'm quite sure some of them videos is still out there. But I asked because when I was re-kicking off my channel, a new channel, I ask them to edit me. You know what I'm saying? Edit me out. Now, there are still 3 that's up here. I don't care, because you can hear my voice and see me from the side, but you can't see my face. But as soon as you hear the voice, you know who it is. So, but besides that, I'm not trying to be something no more than what I was. You know, like I say, man, I'm a regular guy, small business owner, small place, do this, do that, know some guys. We've been down range a couple of times, nothing special. That's it. Because that's one thing. A regular rifleman in there is considered an elite rifleman out here. Does that, I hope that make sense. Not saying I'm elite. I was always just in like the middle, like a little bit past the middle of the pack.
Yeah.
Because I can rattle off names of guys that make me look silly.
Yeah.
So, but, and that leads us to Truth.
Well, hold on. Let me say this.
But go ahead. But that leads us to Truth's third question.
One thing about YouTube
too.
It always slide fault. One thing about YouTube, right? I remember when I first started on YouTube, and I would tell my stories, and people would say, you know, first thing people would say, "You not this. I don't believe you that. This, that, and the third." And then I would say, "Well, ask this person if I'm like that." Right? Nick been on the phone with me multiple times. I curse people out.
That should be crazy.
Yeah, Nick been on the phone with me multiple times. I tell somebody, whatever you're gonna do, come do it. But it ain't gonna go how you think it's gonna go. I'm gonna go to jail. You gonna be dead, and she gonna be out fucking. So let's go. Right? But at the same time, Nick's been on the phone with me when I'll sit there and have a conversation with somebody, and it's a civil, sane conversation. Right? Me and Nick could be talking about something, and I'll say, "Hold on, Nick, let me ask this white lady standing right here next to me."
And she was just as she was probably scared at first, but she like, oh shit. But then she was like, she was all right.
Yeah, we had a whole 10-minute conversation. Nick heard the whole time conversation.
That was funny. Times. I was dying laughing.
Yeah, I've met people for YouTube. I've been in people's faces who see me here and then they see me there. And I'm just the same person, right? One thing I could say that I never did was I never thought that YouTube can make me anything more than what I am. Right? I never thought that. I never thought that. I don't want to be nothing in YouTube. I always said it, right? When we first started doing the Inquisitors, what I say, whatever y'all want to do, I'll do it. I don't ever want to be the front runner of nothing. Because when it's all said and done and all of this ends, if YouTube gets shut down tomorrow, I still got to be truth teller in the streets. I got no choice. I got no other option, right? But I do run across people who will like
training class. Go ahead.
They'll reach out to me and they'll say, hey, you know, Truth, I like this, I like that, about you this, about you that, all that. And then they'll try to sell themselves on me. I don't know if you ever had people do that to y'all. Like I had a guy send me a picture of him standing on the corner with like 50 niggas, man. And he was like, I'm a real one just like you. So I replied back to him, I'm not a real one like that because I won't stand on the corner with 50 niggas because I don't trust 50 niggas to stand on the corner with them.
Mm-hmm.
No, and I told him, don't message me no more because I see who you are. If they
out in front of the bodega.
Nah, this was some nigga in California. I'm from New York City. I don't know nothing about standing on the corner with gangbangers. I don't know nothing about that.
No.
New York, we had gangs, but not like that. These niggas are standing out there colored up. I'm like, yo, this nigga's crazy. Then he like, yo, you know, I know you out in Arizona. You know, if you ever want to, you ever in California, you just know you got a home. And nigga, what?
Nah, I got a home. But thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, I tell you a true story. I went to a YouTuber's, somebody who I met off of YouTube, right? Me and him, we conversing. And he live out here. And I ain't gonna put him on blast. I'll tell y'all off the camera, but I ain't gonna put him on blast. He never did nothing wrong to me. So when we would talk, he talk all of that big Willie shit, right? He remind me of another YouTuber back in the day. Yo, I'm the man in my house. I set these rules. I do this. I do that. Yada, 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 yada. So I told him what I do for a living. He tells me, oh, I work in the hospital system too. So he tells me what hospital he working in. So one day I'm in that hospital. I message him and say, hey, I'm working in the hospital. Are you here today? He comes down, he meets me. He's not what I thought he was. Like his conversation was something different, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we sitting there, we rapping, and then he gets on the phone and he was like, all right, yeah, I'll catch an Uber. All right. So I said, well, where do you live? And he told me where he lived. And I say, yo, I got you. I'll take you to the crib. I take him to his house. All that big gangster, dragging my balls conversation was not there. When I took him to his crib and he's like, go meet my old lady, man. My old lady, I'll be watching you, blah, blah, blah. So I go to the door, and when he's like, baby, hey, look, I got truth teller here. This lady screams out, I don't give a fuck. Why didn't you answer your phone? I said, oh, I thought that you was the man. Now, the man in me didn't want to be there while he was getting embarrassed. But the nigga in me said, oh, I'm going to sit here and hear the whole thing. So I go and just walk in the door, just stand right there on the door. He closed the door. She asked him, this was a grown man, his kids running around the house. She said, and if I'm lying, I'm flying. She said, and why you didn't take this fucking garbage out this morning before you left the house? I said, oh. I said, I got to go. So I tell him, hey, I'm going to go ahead and cut out of here, man. I'll get with you. He tried to message me that night, try to clean it up. No, you can't clean it up, sir. You can't. You can't. Because you came off as if you're the man in your house. You what you say, go, you run your house. This is what it is. I seen your house for 5 minutes, probably 2-3 minutes, and your old lady cussing you out in front of your kids, and you ain't raising your voice back. You damn sure ain't grabbing her up, reminding her that you're the man of the house. I have found a lot of people on YouTube that's like that, right? We got our good old friend Yosemite Sam. Every time we talk to him, he's shooting his 2 revolvers out, screaming, going crazy. I know what I'm talking about, right? The Tasmanian. Anyway, so he talked that gangster shit, and then you get exposed. You sleeping on couches and basements. Wait a second. You talk that gangster shit about how you're a man, you know what it is to raise a son, this, that, and the third, but then your son is in the court system for sex crime, correct? If y'all know who I'm talking about. Well, I'm pretty sure I know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, all right. I hear these YouTubers, we've all sat on panels, and we hear these YouTubers talk about how they boss players, and I don't trick, and then come to find out you tricking. Wait a second. We sit in these panels, and then we hear pimps, rest their soul, talking all of that pimp shit, and then a video come out, you sleeping with little girls.
Yeah, I ain't resting shit. I hope they don't get any rest.
Yeah, well, I'll say that for the people who soft like that, in the chat.
Wrong panel. They on the wrong channel.
You sit there and you sell us a facade. You trying to, like I always tell people, you don't got a lot to sit at the cool table. Just come sit down. Because everybody can't be the quarterback. Everybody can't be the star basketball player. We all can't be this. Hey, there's sometimes there's people who, which you would call a nerd, who's at the cool table. Just come sit down. The cool table ain't the.
I was the nerd at the cool table.
Yo, it was just come sit down. You ain't got the what they say, Sly. You ain't got the lie to kick it, right? Just come sit down. You good?
Yeah, just chill.
We'll protect you because you with us, right? How many times we all sat on the panel with a certain YouTuber, or if not on the panel, but we've come in contact with a certain YouTuber who talked that black, and then when his woman face gets shown, she's a Latina, and then you try to say she's an Afro-Latina. No, sir. It doesn't work like that.
This wouldn't happen to be a guy that used to try to refute everything that I said politically.
Every single thing you said. If you said 1 + 1 is 2, he used to come and tell you that. Have you
listened to his content lately?
Yes, I can't.
Who does he sound like?
He sounds like he watches your content, right? Then you got another one, right? Let's be honest. That's why I don't play in these YouTube streets. That's why I can't take these people on YouTube serious. Then you got another one, Sly. You can make a video today, and I cannot. And then let's say I don't see your video, I can go watch his video and know what you talked about yesterday.
Yeah.
Now, my question is, how do you sell yourself as if you're? Don't we got another YouTuber who's talking about sleeping with Dusties and making babies with Dusties and all this crap, and then you made a baby with a Dusty? Don't we got YouTubers who talk about, man this and pro man that, and I'm for the uplifting of the black man, and then they sit in panels and they curse each other out so much they threaten to kill each other to the point they say, send me your address, nigga, I'm gonna come and kill you on the internet where it lives forever. Now let's not forget, then you got the conclave of supporters on YouTube, right? Who will sit in your chat, Sly, love you to death, and then the moment you don't blink an eye at them, they go to somebody else's chat trying to expose you. I don't make this stuff up. I only speak. You know why they call me truth teller, Sly?
Because I tell
the truth. I'll tell on myself if I need be, right? I've sat I've supported YouTubers, and I'm not gonna say no names, but Nick can attest to this. I supported YouTubers, and when Nick tells me, hey, reach out because he wants to, he's about helping, the black man, this and that, and then I reach out, and this motherfucker calls me a faggot, calls me gay, and blocks me so much to the point I gotta go back to Nick and say, Nick, I reached out to him like you told me to, and the nigga blocked me, and Nick has to reach out to him for him to unblock me. And all I did was say, yo, we in the same state, bro. Let's sit down, lunch on me, let's build. I'm a homo, I'm a faggot, I'm a this, I'm a that, block. I said, what the hell? And if we want to know who we talking about, I'm talking about one Tommy Sotomayor who did that to me. I was like, yo, what the hell? But I thought I thought our problem was black men. We need to find a common ground. I said, oh, okay, let me stick to the niggas that I know. Let me stick to Nick and Sly, because the rest of these niggas is crazy. They all over the place. They say they want something, but they don't want that. They say they are something, but they are not that, right? I have to believe if Nick tells me I could jump off a building and fly, my brain knows that Nick is not telling me the truth. But I love my brother so much, I'm gonna go out there and say, all right, go. I don't want you to do it because I don't think it can happen, but with enough conviction, all right, go.
It's the updraft.
We have to believe what people tell us because we don't know these people. That's why within YouTube, I always tell people, don't try to make friends in YouTube, because 9 times out of 10, you're gonna get your feelings hurt. Like, I remember one time when Keep It Techie was reaching out to me, he was like, yo, let's get up for lunch, this, that, and the third. I didn't meet up with him for lunch because I don't trust him. I don't want to be in the trunk of nobody's car. I don't want to go meet him, and next thing I know, he's saying, yo, pop your trunk. He throwing 4 big-ass black suitcases in there, telling me, yo, you know what Tucson is? Whoa, hold on, nigga, what? I thought he was going to the Waffle House. I know, but after that, let's go this way. And he's sitting in the car, one knee bent, the other leg straight as a goddamn board, because he can't bend it, because he got an AK. I don't want to put his business out in the street, but anyway, I've met a handful of good people off of YouTube, right? Carrie, and I can't say I met Carrie for YouTube. I met Carrie through Nick. I met
her through Facebook.
Yeah,
I used to be on Facebook. I ain't on Facebook no more.
Let me see. That I've actually had contact with and talked to. Old school Tony Carter.
He's something else. I like him. I like Tony Carter.
Yeah, misanthropic one. Despite the fact that Sly was gonna kill me and my mother, Sly. To the day I die, nigga. On my tombstone, your name that will be on it. To the day I die. Nick, if I die before you, make sure you remind him once a week that he threatened to kill me and my mother.
Yeah, right? I'll shoot him with that automatic email.
That's all I ask you to do.
That marketing thing where you keep getting the emails.
Yeah. Like from Dynast about trips to Africa.
Yo, I still get those damn. That's another thing too.
Wait a minute.
Was it? Hold on, Nick, let me say this.
I was like, oh crap, me and Dynast, I believe I'm with him on everything that he said. He talked for like 10 minutes and we were lockstep. That's kind of scary.
Well,
but go ahead.
According to Dynast, he had sex with my mother. In his exact words, he F'd my mother, right? And when he see me, he gonna slap the S out. All the stuff he said, right?
Mm-hmm.
You send me these messages. I remind you who I am. Why you still send me the messages? Right?
Mm-hmm.
Your ABL exposed you to be a scammer. You're not building in Africa. You selling tours, and you're getting people, citizenship, right?
I didn't realize ABL was that tall until he came here to Texas. He told me, "Hey man, I'm being El Paso. All right, check you out." And I'm like, "Damn, he ain't tall as me, but he's still taller. He's taller than I thought he was gonna be." ABL he about 6'1". He about 6'1".
Well,
and he like, damn, you are. I said, I told you what you thought I was joking. Shit.
One thing that I realized fast about YouTube is, like you said, that's my circle stays my circle. A lot of people will try to niche on to eat off of whatever energy they think they can eat off of. So much so, a Negro would tell us that a fish could ride a bike and then beg us to do interviews with him.
That was
right.
I gave him every chance in the world to back out of that one, man.
Then what he said, Nick, I want to do a one-on-one interview with each one of y'all.
Yeah,
and I said, no, I would never do that.
You talking? I said, well, dude, I'm the manager, so So I mean, ain't no need of you asking Sly and Truth. I already said it's a no, sir. Yeah. Thank you.
I have people who
he was there because Sly didn't show up. Sly ghosted us on that stream.
Exactly.
And that's why he was there.
Exactly. Yep. That's exactly where I remember. I was in the hotel in Lake Havasu when you supposed to have came, Sly. You didn't come, so we had to deal with a nigga who told us a fish could ride a bike.
Yeah.
Was I working on the road?
About it. Huh?
Was I at work or was I on the road?
I think he was at work. I think he was at work, but still, no excuse.
I think you was threatening a Mexican dude in a lumber mill.
Oh shit! Okay.
Or finding babies in the street. One of those. I don't know what the hell he was doing.
Something like that.
But, YouTube, and when I say YouTube, that's what's gonna say right there. Here lies truth telling. Never forget Sly threatened to kill me and my mother. There we go. That's what exactly to the day I die. Thank you, sir. So what I realized real fast about YouTube is people will create. I say they will do their damnedest to create a false reality. They will. When I find out things right about these YouTubers, I cannot believe it. Well, at first I couldn't believe it. Now I believe every damn thing. Because I said, hold on. I know that no, not him. Because he talked that fly shit. So much so I'm following him. Right? The only group of people I knew that was full of shit from the very beginning, and I said, I'll take what I can take, but the rest of it is shit. For the most part, they all full of shit, was the the conscious community. I saw from the
I don't
beginning
mess with them.
that they
I'm sorry.
always full of shit. I said, oh, okay. They talked their peace and black power, and then the moment a conflict happened between two of them, all hell breaks loose. They start exposing every goddamn body, right? When Brother Polite went to jail for what he went to jail for, I said, doesn't surprise me none. How many of those people are running around in that community? That
But
just
you know,
haven't
it's funny. Nature Boy's on trial too down there.
You see it? I saw that. Yeah. Look at that. It doesn't surprise me none. It doesn't surprise me none. So
I don't mess with them people. I'm sorry. Wait, it's like the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger outfit, all them guys and whatnot. I can't. The purple and gold gang, I can't fuck with them, man.
You know what? I'm gonna say this. I just wish it was the Power Rangers. It's the niggas who actually say they believe in the doctrine of people who I think was in their right minds. I wish it was just the Power Rangers. But YouTube, and I'm gonna wrap it up right now. YouTube gives you the ability to create a world that you know good and well you cannot be in reality. Right? That's why we have pimps. That's why we have 50 million relationship coaches. Because you could sit in front of a camera and you could be like, yeah, I'm a boss, man. Hey, look, babe, bring me this and this, that, and the third. Because out there, you ain't shit. We all know it. I can look at you and tell. I can look at a lot of these people and tell that they ain't shit. It's not hard to see, right? You big bossing it up, but hey, there's one YouTuber, he talks fly. I'll tell y'all, I mean, you know what? I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Just hold on. Check your phone. This YouTube I just sent y'all. You talking all that boss leveling up about your paper, about the bag, about the money. Nigga, get your teeth fixed.
Okay, makes sense now.
I say, hell, they be looking at me. I tell them, man, shoot, I ain't got no money. I don't know what you looking at me for.
Yo, you sitting there big bossing it up and boss hogging. Get your teeth fixed, bro. Your teeth should not like the 8 box of Crayola crayons. And you telling me how to boss up. No, it doesn't work like that. No.
Let me see who it is. Why you doing it? Gator boo.
Now, anytime y'all watch his stuff, y'all gonna look right in his mouth. I promise you.
Oh, okay. But ain't got no job, but I'm still fly.
Yo,
is that
YouTube
can't pay my
has
rent,
hurt people so much that they went into this reality that they forgot is not a reality. Right? It's not a reality. YouTube is not real. It's not real. It's for the moment. YouTube is a dream.
Sometimes right? It's a nightmare.
What you could call it a nightmare, dream, however you want, but it's the equivalent of that. It's there for the moment. You're gonna have to step away from it and deal with the real world.
Mm-hmm.
You have to deal with reality.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You got people on these YouTubes who will tell you how to treat a woman, but then they ain't got no woman. Sly, how the hell could I tell you how to treat a woman? And you say, hold on, nigga, you ain't got none. Well, if I did, a whole bunch of shoulda, woulda, couldas, right?
You got guys sitting in their vehicles while they drive.
Because they can't do it in their house.
And have 2-3 hour live streams about women. Never seen this man interact with a woman.
Yeah. They can't because they can't do it in their house. You know why? Because that woman will come and tell them cut that motherfucking stream off, cuss them out, pull the power out the wall, right? Pull the plug out the wall. So that's why they go on them long excursions. I seen that. They go on in long ass excursions. You know, they'll drive from LA to San Francisco just to stream. Because they can't talk that in their house, because in their house they know it's like, you ever seen those women who go to work and they real bossy and people say, I wonder why she like that. I tell everybody she's like that because in her house she ain't shit.
Yeah, she don't have, she ain't got no grip.
She come here to be what she wants to be at home, right? And she know that it's a set of rules here. In her house, she probably got a real man who will remind her, bitch, shut up, right? Go cook this dinner and come in here and eat some dick, and then I'm going to bed.
I mean, yeah, I mean, you can talk, just don't talk me don't beat me to death with bullshit. Sly, I don't think Truth was there when we was watching that stream one time. We talking about the old lady busting in and stopping them when it was your boy and she broke in. No, oh, come on, baby. Come on, baby.
I wasn't there, but I remember you told me about it, Nick.
Yeah, me and son, we were like, what just happened? Oh, come on, baby. She was no. She shut it down and he left. And here we are sitting on the stream. Truth, we up here like this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Wait,
you know,
it gets worse. That one YouTuber who his lady told him that you making too much noise. You yelling too much.
Serious?
You didn't see that stream, bro?
Hell no.
Yeah.
But I don't be watching him like that.
That dude, he called himself Flash. That dude called himself Flash. His mama she told him she was gonna put him out if she had to come back in there. His name is Flash. I don't know what his real name is, but everybody called him Flash.
Oh,
I met him through Tommy Sotomayor.
Oh no, this is the other one that his lady was like, you yelling too much. Turn it down or be quiet.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I ain't gonna say it's not. Yeah.
Hey, text it in the group. I want to know.
Yeah. I'm like, man, this is bad, man. What are y'all doing? I mean, I like to be the other way around. If I'm here, I need to portray myself like I'm here.
Yeah.
Just in case. Because see, here's the thing. You ain't going to be the starting you ain't going to be number one wide receiver for every Sly. Sooner or later, when you get year 8 and you didn't have that ACL surgery, now your football IQ is higher than the rookie.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Your football, you can run routes backwards in your head that he ain't even learned to run yet. But physically, you know what I'm saying? Right. He has the youth, the agility, and the speed to make up for mistakes. Where later on, once they make you the sideline wide receivers coach, Sly, you know that you're numbered.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And that's why I'm like, so best thing for me, the way I do, I don't try to make no matter even where I'm at, I'm here. I need to portray like I'm here because one day I'm going to be there for real. So I won't be faking it. That's really where I'm gonna be. You know what I'm saying? That's the way my what the old folks say, under promise, over deliver. Unless you making a record deal with Sly, and he's the A&R man, and he just hey, what you say? He said true. I ain't got time for reading. Sign that shit so I can get it FedEx
Right?
next day air. Next day air.
Yeah, sign it. I'll read it for you later. I said, Sly don't work like that though. He's like, sign it. I'll read it for you later. Okay.
Oh, true. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Because we got to do it right. We on our way. We gonna get this one. And let me see. You know, because he been sitting in a box for like a month. This little joker just been driving me crazy. Oops, it might help if I get the damn question up.
Mm-hmm.
There it is. Okay, I got it.
Okay, Sly, here we go. This is your third 3 out of 4 questions. The illegals in New York City, the illegals, and I'm hanging out in front of the bodegas, and the crime situation, and the fake ass media coverage. Sly, why isn't the media covering what's really going on like it's really going on? Why are they covering for these illegals? And why did they give them $1,000 debit card for them to buy food in the bodegas and the grocery store and the corner stores so they can get some food with it? I'm sorry, that's as deep as I can get my voice. I don't have them truth teller pipes. That's as far as I can go.
It sounded like the chair was being strangled just now.
So you gonna answer the question or what?
He ain't got them pipes, man. He ain't got
no
the pipes.
sense. Now, if I read correctly, isn't the city council voting to stop that or launch an investigation into why he would authorize such payments?
I think I read that.
I read something to that tune, but it has to pass city. It's just like anything else. You're the mayor, but it has to pass the council.
Right.
You know, like Caesar. Okay, you're Caesar, but Caesar had to get it past the Senate.
Right.
He didn't. I think his own boy led it off.
Right. You know what? I'm starting to think of this as like a 3-prong attack. So first, you remove the qualified immunity for the cops, right? Because they asked to be the people asked to be defunded. Fine, we'll let you defund them. And knowing you're already going to let these people in a year or two ahead of time, create more chaos, division, circumstances. And now you openly see, I've never seen NYPD openly attacked. Never.
You
know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, I've never seen no.
I guess they hold their pension and everything over their head.
Right.
And, I only got 3 years left to go and I got a full pension.
So
I'm going to take them licks.
Yeah, I guess the bigger question is, okay, what's their end game for using the illegals? The voting thing is one that's surface level to me. There's something way more, I think, nefarious for them being allowed to come here, because I'm not worried about them voting. Like, really? Like, that's what we're worried about?
Yeah.
Well, they're gonna vote.
What are you worried about illegals voting for?
Because if they turn 2 states, you'll never see another Republican administration in your lifetime.
Well, now the question I would ask you is, now, how do you see Michigan? Now, if the Arabs and Muslims don't participate in this vote, if they don't like Trump,
well, a lot of them don't vote.
Biden,
they're not known to be large voters when you look at the consensus. The Muslims and Asians. Well, I said Muslims. That's incorrect, because Muslim is a religion, not a race. Arabs, yeah. And I'm sorry, y'all, to anybody out there Muslim, I corrected myself. Arabs and Asians tend not to, their voter turnout numbers percentage wise is less than black people, according to the sense. Hey, Truth, did Sly tell you that he on that damn that he on that that machine out there changing people votes and stuff? Dominion, that software. Remember they had the big blow up during the last election. Over there, that he see, that's why he got that Google certification, so he can go over there and show them how. See, he think
I don't trust no nigga wearing a Mortal Kombat
t-shirt. He hear us, can he?
I don't give a damn if he hears us or not.
Okay.
I don't trust no nigga wearing no Mortal Kombat t-shirt.
The last 3, I'll tell people, because that's my dig. The last 3 elections, technically 4. But I'll make it easy. Texas has the 3rd largest electoral votes in the nation. New York is 1st, California is 2nd, Texas is 3rd. If you take the 55 electoral votes that Texas have and you give it to the Democrats, the last 4 elections, guess what happened? The Democrats got them all and running away. Texas and then 2nd Florida, because I think Florida's is 30 I think theirs is 31. I had to look it up. Electoral votes. But when you look at it and you won Trump, okay, now I don't foresee us ever seeing another runaway like Ronald Reagan did. You know, when he was the only state Reagan didn't win was Minnesota. A lot of people don't know that. The Reagan won New York. He won California, but how did he win California? Reagan was the governor of California. Hello. But see, and I ain't trying to dig at nobody, but a lot of people are politically, they don't know and they just throw out shit and they don't research nothing. If them 55 votes would have went, W wouldn't have won. His daddy wouldn't have won. Reagan won his first one. I had to look up again to see if he had won his second one. And I think Trump still would have beat Hillary. I think he would have still beat Hillary, but just by, like 9 points. Hey, but 9 points is 9 points. Hey, Slide, final score of the game is 100-109. Who won? 109.
109, yeah.
I'm saying? Shit. So people, he only won by 9 points, but it's a W. It's a W.
A win is a win.
Yeah. So that's the only look. They done already caught the New York comptrollers. They done already wrote it in. New York, they done already wrote it in. It's a done deal. The governor already signed it. And you can tell when the cards are stacked against you, because when they talking about everything else on the news but that. Well, that's just in municipal elections there, Sly. I don't see why you're making such a big deal out of it. It's municipal elections for now. For now. You know what I'm saying? You let people vote. Look, the way I see it, they ought to have, if you're not an American citizen and a taxpayer, you shouldn't be allowed to vote. I don't give a fuck what nobody say.
I agree.
You have to have those two, because okay, you don't pay tax. You're a social program rider. Who do you think the social program rider is going to vote for? They ain't voting in the best interest of the country. They voting in the best interest of them stamps. that we gonna bootleg from their asses anyway. I mean, what's the matter, Sly? What?
You right, Sly?
I'm looking at the screen. I'm trying to see what I don't see.
Sly, you hear us?
I'm sorry, man. My phone is my bad.
Oh, you looking at your phone? We thought you was looking at the screen.
Oh, no.
My bad.
No, hold on, Nick. Nick, hold on. Stop talking, because whatever he's looking at is more important than what you're saying. So go ahead and finish looking, Sly. Go ahead. Because the host, he was gracious enough to have us in his room, and he can't get your undivided attention,
here, bro.
So can you please listen? What you're saying is make believe. I'm talking about fact. What you just did. So finish looking at your phone, and then we'll start talking when we can get your undivided attention. Sorry about that, Nick. Some people, they don't know how to act when they invited somewhere. You see, this is why we always talk about niggas and flies, right? Anyway.
Yeah, my grandmama used to say that all the time. Niggas
are you
and
done,
flies.
Yeah.
Okay,
man.
But Nick, as you were saying, Nick, hopefully, we can get Sly to pay attention to us for more than 5 minutes.
Yeah,
sorry, Nick.
I don't see anybody from either team pulling a Reagan again. 49 out of 50 states. I just don't see it.
No.
Okay, but that just goes to show how bad his opposition was. He was so bad that even the Democrats was like, I can't do it. You know what I mean? They were so bad. Now, I tell people, you crazy if you actually think that Biden, you crazier than Biden if you think Biden gonna, dude, I ain't dissing. I ain't trying to be funny. He's fucked up. He's gone. I mean, you hear some of the ramblings and muses, and he talking about people. He talking about, tell your prime minister that, dude, he died in 1997. How can he, you know what I'm saying? But they running cover for him. And I hate to say it. I think something's gonna happen, and Sly's governor gonna be pushed to the front. When he said when I ran that video of him saying that he had no interest in running, I think
I didn't believe him when he said that. He's always.
Well, I ain't believe me. Hey, Sly, ask me why I didn't believe him. Ask me why I didn't believe him.
Why didn't you believe him?
Because his lips was moving. He a fucking liberal. That's all liberals do is lie. His lips was, look, Gavin, bang your wife Newsom. Okay. Gavin, bang your wife Newsom. Look at how he runs California into the ground. Into the ground. Now, in Joe Bite Me's side road Joe's defense, he didn't run Delaware into the ground. He didn't. You know, no, but am I honest? Yes. He didn't run Delaware into the ground. He didn't.
Well,
bang your wife Newsom is running California into the ground.
And you know what? You're right. But I think people underestimate Newsom. He's a good-looking dude. He's young. The politics, for the most part,
I ain't young, but I'm good looking.
Yeah,
I'm all right.
If you're talking about a new wave of, you know, the next wave of those to pick up the torch, he's one of them.
I can't have it, dog. I'm going nuclear. I'm going scorched earth. I'm sorry. That nickname. Yeah, bang your. Well, there's a reason why they call him the political opposition. Say that because he actually done it. He said he done it. He admitted to it. He admitted. It's in writing. Tell people Google
it's not
it.
Your opinion, it's a fact.
Yeah, I mean, it ain't my opinion. Oh, Nick, you a coon. Why you say that? Because I read the article from the San Francisco Bee. Dude, did you read it? You a coon. I know, but did you read it?
But did you read it?
Yeah. Choke yourself. What you say, truth? Okay. I'll choke myself.
I'll kill myself. Not a problem.
Yeah, but after you read it.
Yeah.
Read it. Slide, this is crazy. They doing everything to try to keep this man. The fanny thing is falling apart. The wheels is falling off that freaking wagon. What were they thinking?
So let me ask y'all a question.
If she would have recused herself and gave it to somebody else, none of this, what her messing with him would even matter. It wouldn't even matter.
Hey, let me ask y'all both a question.
What the hell was she thinking?
Let me ask y'all a question. Do you think those border states, i.e. Texas, was right for doing what they were doing by taking those immigrants to those states that
I would have done that a long time ago.
What say you, Sly? You think that was a good idea for them to do that? Like start taking them and dropping them off in Martha's Vineyard in New York and all that other shit. You think that was a good idea?
I don't think he want to talk to us anymore.
Like, goddamn, I keep turning the button off and on and shit. My bad.
I mean, look, would I have done it if I was governor? Mm-hmm. Being I know how Texas and the border run, I would have just stopped them at the border by the barrel of a gun.
Yeah.
That's the way I would have done it. And what you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Are you gonna send, is President Sly gonna send regular army troops to my state, one of the only states that has their own standing army, their own standing air force? Can it compete with on the national? Of course not. You know, just by sheer numbers. But how many guys? I was a regular army guy. Mm-hmm. Sly, I couldn't see me saying, all right, Gunny Taylor, yeah, you and your bad da-da-da and this, that, and other, and we're going to do this. Okay. And we're going to do that. And what if then you're going to do Sly? I couldn't see me doing it. You know, I couldn't see me because I'm looking at my collar, you know, and I got three chevrons up and 2 rockers down. So You know what I'm saying? Sly, I couldn't do it. I couldn't see me. I would probably, and I'm not BSing. I would actually risk it all and just tell them I'm standing down. I can't pull a weapon on Texas National Guard.
Mhm.
I can't. They're protecting their state. And at that point, I swore an oath.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To all the, to this, that, and other. And we do got the unit, country, and God. People say unit, God. No, unit, country, then God. God is last. Sorry. My unit is first. My guys, these men around me, because Sky Daddy ain't protecting me. That dude right here with that saw machine gun over my shoulder right now, as long as that machine gun going, and I'm on that prick 78 calling out fire commands, he is my God. Well, he's Saint Michael. He protecting my ass.
Yeah. He's my deity.
Yeah, he's my deity right now.
Right there.
So I can't see it because I know the law.
Yeah.
So if I order my men to draw down on these soldiers, technically I've given them an unlawful order. Technically. From military, so they don't have to follow that order. I mean, my lieutenant couldn't walk up to me and say, Gunny Taylor, I command you to shoot Private Snuffy right now. No, I mean, I can't do that. Look, I can order him quartered. You know what I'm saying? I do have because I'm a senior NCO, so I can order him quartered for now with nobody else's. I can say, Sergeant Sly and Corporal Truth, take Private Snuffy, remove him of his rifle, his pistol, or his ammo belt and everything, and his grenades, and quarter him in my tent until further notice. I can legally do that. I ain't got to talk to nobody. I got the authority to do that. This border shit, I see you as an invader. I can actually point legally. Once you come across, I can read you. All I need is a 04 or higher to read the riot act. I can't read it. I don't have that military authority. I need a 04 or higher. That's a major. In civilian talk, people, they find, what the fuck is a 04? That's a major. All I need is a major or higher. He's an executive officer to read the riot act. They don't understand. Well, they didn't understand it. Not my problem. I can, once you get the going, the rest will figure it out. So if you walking in a group of people and you hit tack, 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 and you see the people in front falling and the people behind them turn around and running, what are you going to do?
Yeah, it's common sense.
So, okay, this is just for the sake of conversation, folks. It's okay, you knocked down 5 people, but you made 500 run. You know what I'm saying? You done made 500. You think they're going to keep running forward? Like this, the Eastern Front? Like this is Bastogne? You know what I'm saying? No, oh shit. And they going to run. Now, okay, am I in heat? Am I going to be in trouble? Yes, temporarily. But I've set a precedence because it worked. And they got everybody else. Dude, this can be fixed and nothing flat.
Yeah.
There's a guy named, his last name was Schickelgruber, but they called him something else. He changed his name to Hit Something, after the beer hall push and the night of the long knives. And he gave these people that wear these real small things on there, and they put the signs up and they put the numbers up and it put a due date for you to Garariaus, undieke. And if you still here after that date, it's on you. It's just like being evicted. you can see Sly. He coming up to you, knock knock. Who is this? Constable Sly. What the hell? And he talking about you got 14 days, and he's sticking his sticker. Why you stick this sticker? Oh my God! Read it. I have 14 days, Fulton, such and such county to this, that, and other. Constable Sly. Constable Sly, when the hell you shut up? Don't matter as long as your ass is out of here in 14. Okay, so when Sly come back on day 15, truth, and I'm still there, whose fault is it? Mine or his?
Yours.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And that's what happened after the beer hall push and the night of the long knives. Because the night of the long knives was the beginning. Those were the ones that didn't leave and didn't think that the black shirts, not the brown shirts, not at the time, that the black shirts wasn't going to do it, and they done it. That's when they were like, oh, snap. But is that we're past the point of no return of legislation. Legislation isn't going to work because there's already immigration laws on the books that they're not following. So what am I going to do? Make another law that you ain't going to follow?
Yeah.
What am I going to do? Now this woman, I done the story on the woman that got killed by the illegal, got killed by an illegal.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking in code. It's going to have to be one of the right ones that get ventilated, lily white, and beloved by all. And it's going to start. That's going to be like the shot that was heard around the world. Because all it took was one shot to get off the World War I was one of the bloodiest things, and it all came from one guy with one pistol dying of TB, tuberculosis. I don't know what it makes fail in your body. I don't know what TB makes fail. I don't know, but I know he had it.
Mm-hmm.
And shot the Archduke. And that was it. Before the spring was out, the cannons were roaring. And that's what it's going to take.
Yeah, I don't think the young lady in Georgia is going to be enough. You need like a poly class type of situation for it.
Yeah, that's why I said it's going to have to be someone. But here's the thing. There's people that's standing on both flanks of this young lady that don't even know her. And you know what they doing, Sly? They just like this. Not in, in their mind. Just give me the word. Just, as soon as I see it, don't worry, little girl. Don't worry, little girl. When they get one that make it fly, we gonna fly for you.
What was the saying go? We ride at dawn.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, they did. Yep, he right. They missed Ferdinand with that grenade I can't remember. I think it was an Italian grenade. I mean, you was expecting something mechanical Italian to work. I mean, look,
Berettas,
huh? Yeah, but who designed it?
Okay, fair enough.
Thank you. Yeah, John Bonet. Yeah, it's gonna take somebody well known and beloved. And dude, but there's men that's waiting. I'm telling you, I know people personally. I ain't talking about that. They waiting on an illegal to draw down on them or try to. I can't say carjack because we drive trucks. We just ride trucks down here. The truck jack them. Or to try to, to hit up their store or whatnot. They ain't gonna make it. But guess what? They've been tuned into because there's people on this side that tell them people where to go and where not to go. They already know the certain places not to go because they already know it's some folks that ain't even, why am I telling your business? I wasn't talking about you. See, you ratted on yourself. She ratted on herself. Hey, dun 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 dun. Dude, I want to see the Black Hawks flying. I want to see the A-10 Thunderbolts, the Warthogs strafing the Rio Grande. I want to see it all.
You think it'll actually take place? You think it'll come down?
Doubt it, but I want to see it. Okay. I want to be able to stay. I want to be, because I can drive to the border in an hour and a half where I'm at. I can get to the border hour and a half bullshitting. And I want to be there and stand there like I'm Colonel Kurtz. Just stand there. And I ain't got to do, and just, you know, dude, you will be justified. 10 million is an invasion on top of the 30 million you already had. So now there's some states that their total population ain't 40 million. Huh? And you got that many that don't give a flip about you? That boy in New York, when that Negro, you know, that was a black DA that let the Mexicans, I mean the Venezuelans go, that was kicking the cop, right? The cop, truth, tell him, the New York City police, they waiting for they lick back. They waiting to get they lick back, Sly.
Okay, so do they get their qualified immunity back at some point?
I hope so. But they're going to have to get rid of that DA they got.
Do you think that happens?
Sure.
All right, so here's the question. Who do they have qualified immunity over? Because you're dealing with people who are not American citizens who seem like they don't have to live within the law. So who is your qualified, who supersedes the other?
Well, apparently, if you go by that footage.
Don't speak to Sly. He tripping today.
I mean, basically, the qualified immunity prevents, citizens from, legally holding NYPD responsible.
Yeah, but say it again. Say it again.
Citizens.
There you go. So who? There's only one spot at the top of the ladder. Who has that spot? The illegal immigrant who doesn't have to give you any proof that his name is Jose Ramirez, or the NYPD officer who swore to he took an oath, and swore to uphold the Constitution, and has a qualified immunity over citizens. These people are not citizens. This is the Wild Wild West out there.
Okay, I think it points to the bigger issue that's how powerful them having qualified immunity was.
So do you think that they're gonna have to revise that whole thing?
They would have to give it back to them if they legit want to take back their city.
Well, no, I'm not saying give it back. I'm talking about revise it, because the word citizen
restrictions on it.
Yeah, the word citizen really messes them up when it comes to dealing with these people.
Yeah,
because once you say, so if I'm an illegal immigrant and you telling me you're saying this officer's qualified immunity protects them from the citizen, and I'm in the court system, you know what the first thing I'm gonna say? Oh, am I a citizen?
Am I a citizen? Yeah.
Yeah. And then the moment they say, yeah, I don't want to hear nothing else. Just give me my driver's license, give me my passport, give me my rights to this country. And if that happens, you're gonna see. If that happens, you'll see an influx in people attacking officers, because once they go to court, you have a court system that will hand them a piece of paper stating that they are a citizen. And these people will just start swinging on cops just to become citizens.
Okay, now how much of that is NYPD's karma?
Oh, all of it.
I don't know enough about NYPD to say anything on that.
I say all of it because, listen, you heard the tune for so long. Eventually, you're gonna have to pay a piper, not the piper. You're gonna have to pay a piper. And here go a piper who says, "Here, pay us for what you owe us." You can't walk around there And we all, anybody who knows NYPD knows they will stop you, have you on your knees in the rain with a gun to the back of your head just to do it. It happened to me. It happened to many people. So now, you know, the what they say, NYPD and LAPD was two of the biggest gangs in America. That's what they all said. But now you got a whole bunch of people who don't give a damn about that, who, when they see you, their first instinct is to attack you. Yeah, you can't turn to this. I don't know who they're going to go to for help, but I know this much. You can't turn to the New York City resident and say, help us clean the community up. Because if I'm a New York City resident, I'm gonna be like, hell no. Didn't you just take all the money out my pocket and tell me get the hell on? No.
And
that's your job.
Yeah, you bring up Sean Bell, Amadou Diallo. I mean, the list goes on and on.
What about the boy who killed himself in the jail? He went to jail over a backpack.
Yeah,
all of these stories is gonna come up, and then I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen when they start to, because you know Darwin's athlete is real. When they start going to the celebrity looking for help, because that's who they go to, you know. Then you got then you're gonna have the major athlete, major entertainers who take Lil Wayne for example. They can't go to him to ask him to speak up on it because he hates New York after he went to jail for that gun charge, right? How many? And he's just one. There's a lot of them. You made this bed. Now you're gonna have to lay in it, and now that you have to lay in this bed, you don't like the way it feels. The mattress is not as firm as you thought it was. The covers are too damn heavy.
So,
right?
Devil's advocate question: Should we be supporting these illegals if we know they're bad and bold enough to go after NYPD on levels we couldn't or we wish we could?
Well, we can't support them because if for a long time
I got some stuff to say, but go ahead.
We all know that when it came to the black people fighting each other, right? Sly, you know you can't stop two black people from fighting each other. They'll turn around and kill you.
Correct.
So you needed somebody with a badge or blonde straight hair or blue eyes to stop them from killing each other, correct?
Correct.
Now you got a whole bunch of people who that doesn't stop them from killing. So if that can't stop them, what are they going to do to us? You think these people don't live by a law, right? Because they're not citizens. You think I hope I'm wrong. I believe the number in rape is high. It's just not being reported how it should be reported. When you're dealing with when you walking past a group of illegals, I don't give a fuck what color they are, and you happen to be 15 years old, you got a thick body. Remember, in their country, they would tear it down.
Right. Yeah.
So they come to this country with that mentality. So guess what's going to happen to that girl who's 14, 15 years old? She's going to be a victim, right? You can go, and then when you call the cops and say, oh, down in Manhattan on 34th Street and 6th Avenue, these group of guys raped me. I hate to say this, Sly. How many times you see Mexicans and they all look alike to you? Yeah. Now, where you going to take her back to? The crime scene? And they're going to be so bold, they're not going to go nowhere. They're going to change their clothes and come back downstairs. You can't point them out, right? So what they going to tell you? We're going to investigate the crimes. Whatever information we find, you'll be the first to know. Now, multiply that by a lot. There you go. What you have going on with all these illegals running around New York City, you have, you almost need to, this might sound crazy. You might need to open up some type of building and start handing the residents guns and saying, here, we need your help. Back in the old Western days where they would deputize you, right? Just for that one event. You're going to start seeing stuff like that. Or you're going to see a whole bunch of people just saying F it, shooting everybody who they think is Mexican. Now, I'm surprised. Another thing, I'm going to shut up after this.
You can tell. I live around. I can tell.
I'm so surprised.
They stick out like a sore thumb to me.
I'm so surprised that the Puerto Ricans and Dominicans aren't in conflict with the Mexicans.
Okay.
Because when a crime happened
they get blamed for it.
Yeah. You know what they're gonna say? You know what the rich white people in Manhattan gonna say? A Spanish person did this to me. Well, what he looked like? He had dark hair, he had a dark goatee, and he was wearing a Yankees jersey. That's the dress code of the Puerto Rican and
90%.
Dominican. So you think that these people are not purposely trying to fit in to look like them to go commit crimes? And think about this too. You ask yourself this: why is New York the hot spot for them? And I just said it because they can fit in with the other Spanish people there. They can't do all of that shit in Little Haiti in Florida. You can't hide Mexicans in Little Haiti. You can't. You can hide them good in New York. You can hide them good in Arizona. You can hide them in places that are predominantly, have a good a large number of Spanish people. So when they run amok, this is what makes your numbers look good. Anybody who if you work for the police department now or before or whatever, this makes your numbers look good. When a crime is reported and it hits, and don't ever let nobody tell you no different. When a crime is reported and it hits a roadblock, and then they take it and they put it in a cold case file, right? Guess what happened in the cold case file? It just sits there. No resources are being used.
Gets colder and colder.
Remember, it was a Spanish man who touched this 14-year-old girl. He had dark hair and a goatee. Now, unless they're going to arrest every Spanish man in New York City, they're just going to be like, all right, add it to the pile, add it to the pile, add it to the pile. Right? Now, what's going to happen is eventually you're going to see a lot of civil lawsuits starting to pop up all over the place.
They can freeze them too, like they do the ones they ice civil cases all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, but that's up to the DA. But when you got a leftist DA, it ain't gonna happen. But man, I think look. I've never dealt with New York police in my life, but I always listen to what you guys say. But I be thinking. And I remember back all that smack talk, a lot of guys that used to give cops the blues is going to have to stop to get over this hump.
Mm-hmm.
Then, you get rid of them. It's a battle tactic, but I ain't going to bore y'all with the details and whatnot.
Hold on, before we go on, I want Sly to answer that question I asked before. Do you think it's a good idea for them to take illegal immigrants and ship them off to them states that said we welcome your, those immigrants?
Yeah, they got that shelter. They got them shelter laws on the books.
I mean, if you're a politician, yes. If you're a citizen,
they done tore Denver
no.
apart.
Right.
They done destroyed Denver in nothing flat. They don't have the resources as New York and Chicago.
Somebody said this to me when we was having a conversation about it. And I asked the same person, do you think it's a good idea to bust these people and take them to them states that say we welcome these people? And the man said, he said like this. He said, why would you take cancer and spread it purposely? That's all he had to say. I said, well, you got it. You win. Yeah.
You mean like that same stuff from that laboratory in China? That kind of take it and spread it on purpose, or are we talking a different spread on?
Well, I mean, hey, spread anything that
face diaper. Got your face diaper on? Got your face diaper?
Yeah. When he said that to me, I was like, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Because I'm like, yo, take them over there. They want them, give them to them. And he was like, why would you take cancer and spread it? And I said, well, what do you say? And he said, same thing you said, Nick. He said, when you fighting a disease, you fight it aggressively to eradicate it before it spreads.
Yeah, you don't fight it to contain it. You fight it to kill it.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I'm thinking when you talk about the police, I'm just thinking, I can see truth. Now, son, do you know what I stopped you for? Because I'm young and I'm black and my hat's real low. Do I look like a mind reader, sir? I don't know. Am I under arrest or should I guess some more? Well, you was doing 55 and a 54. License and registration, step out of the car. Are you carrying a weapon on you? I know a lot of you are.
Well,
I can hear truth. I ain't stepping out of shit. My paperwork's legit.
I got another question. Do you think that's a Do you think the reason? I think this is a rhetorical question, but just for the sake of conversation. You see how they're shipping them all to Martha's Vineyard, right?
Yeah, and they moved them. They ain't even get a chance to get comfortable in that bitch.
The bag didn't stop rocking before they was out of there, right? Now, do you think that was because they said they how y'all said they trying to stop the right person from being a victim, right?
Yes.
Because think about this: one of our daughters can get attacked. It's cool. But when one of the Obama daughters get attacked,
man, look here. Hey, do you y'all think that Barry Sotero would take one for the team if something happened to one of his babies?
No.
Even though they're adults?
No, hell no.
No?
Hell no. Let me tell you something. I said it when they went to Martha's Vineyard. I said, if one female, she could be 30 years old, and her father is a man of power. If she even says, I felt threatened, all of them people on Martha's Vineyard would cease to exist. All of them people that was on that bus who was transported there, they all would cease to exist. Because all you need to do is, see, the thing is, Nick, they could be at your front door all day long. They ain't even get to touch the grass up in that motherfucker before they had them up out of there. But let one of their little pretty blonde hairs get touched, all hell gonna break loose. You're gonna see a war. You're gonna see a battle you haven't seen in a long time. I believe people would have disappeared. I don't know how many people was taking them off this venue. Let's just say it was 50. I believe if it was 50 people and something happened to whoever, the Clintons' niece, all 50 of those people would have ceased to exist.
ASAP.
Okay, now I need to put a timer on myself. Three factions, right?
Mm-hmm.
The team red, team green, and team brown. They really, okay. Red and green starts fighting.
Mm-hmm.
Brown don't like neither one of them either. But instead of brown jumping in, brown will sit here and let green and red fight. And then whoever the victor is, you attack them as soon as they're done. Do not let them replenish. That's the way I see this with the police and them there. That's the way. And I don't even know any New York police. I do know one, and he's Haitian. I know one. And but all you got to do to tell how to deal with an adversary is you study their battle history.
Mm-hmm.
Even though the people you're going to be fighting, they may not have wielded a weapon in, you know what I'm saying, in their lives.
Mm-hmm.
But you have a history. Look, how did the Japanese, I'll just use the Japanese. Somebody ain't even got nothing to do with this, so can't nobody say nothing. Japanese ain't got shit. Oh, Mr. Della, why you pick on us? Hey, Truth, thanks for that one where you got Sly Head on that body with Xi Jinping. I've been using the hell out of that in these videos.
All you have to do is tell me you need one, and I'll make one.
Everybody was cracking up. Well, man, where'd you get that? I got it from Truth.
Hey, when I put Sly Head on top of that Michael Jackson on that man.
Man, so you have this here now. So we got the nips. Okay, look historically how they treated people that they had that were prisoners.
Mm-hmm.
Look how the Brits treat them. Look how the Americans treat them, and so on and so forth. Canada is pretty brutal, believe it or not. You wouldn't believe it, the way Canadians treated the people that, prisoners of war.
Mm-hmm.
People look at that and go, damn, you sure? Read it. Don't fucking take my word for it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this the way I see it. I'm going to treat you. Remember the movie Breaker Morant? I know you've seen that, Sly. The Boer War. Yeah.
I never seen it.
We are not here to make friends. We must deal with the boar. We must do as the boar do to us. No, sir. No, sir. We did not have this rule here. We had infield 303. We lined them up and they were all shot. That's what they were supposed to do. That's what they were saying. This isn't a garden show. When the steel comes out, bruh, there is no mercy rule. Look how historically how Central American governments treat anyone that they have in their possession that don't supposed to be there. You treat them the same way.
Hell yeah.
That's how you get people to change. Because every time I get one of Sly's troops, he come back and he missing an arm. Because Sly always done that to my troop. So know how to make Sly keep cutting the arms off of my prisoners? Start cutting the arms off of Sly's prisoners.
Yeah.
And then you gonna get the thing. Okay, I get it. Stop cutting their arms off. Dude, most people, I'm going to say this and I'm going to move on to our final one so we can get out of here because I know folks got to go to work tomorrow. 90% of Americans don't have the stomach to do what need to be done to fix this. Even the ones that talk loud, bluster, some of the over-the-top Republicans that talk that shit. If they had to take a rifle, draw a line, and man a sector of fire short, y'all in the air. Truth, you in the pit, and there's a stake on this side and a stake on this side. Your machine gun don't go no further than that because your fields of fire overlap. Mm-hmm. So even if you see that's not you need to stay concentrated on your field of fire. Mm-hmm. That guy, that's his job. This machine gunner here and that machine gunner there is intersecting fields of fire. We call it post to post. You heard people say, walk your post, man your post.
Man your post.
That's what man. I was a machine. That's what man your post. Boop. If you don't get them, they're not in your sector. Leave them alone. Keep in your sector. 90% of the people will not be able to do it. Ain't shit for me because I've already done it. You know what I mean? So I'm one of the been there, done that's. But you know how many retired and out of the military combat armed MOS veterans is in the United States? We're in the millions. Mm-hmm. It's millions of us. Millions. So look, all right, you got 3 million ex-war veterans from the past 3 wars. And you tell them you may fire when ready, Grimly. It's gonna be insane. Yeah. Now, I know that ain't the right, and I'm gonna stop at certain things because I know the machine do what the machine do. Now, oh, wait a minute. God dang it. If we gonna do it, we gotta do it right. Yeah. Let me see where my little buddy at. There he is.
Sly, I got a question. Why do men have to fight? Why is there a growing sentiment that's being echoed out by women's out here of all colors that's talking about men that ain't in their child's life saying, well, did you fight harder? How hard did you fight? Why should a man have to fight to be in the life of a child of a woman with dealing with a woman that don't want him to see the child. Why, Sly? Why? That's what I want to know. Why? Why do they do? Why is that a thing now? Saying me, how hard did you fight to be in the child's life?
I'll just say this. There's one in Atlanta.
Hey, I'm just answering the questions that dude below you told me to. Oh, and then he gonna duck out after I ask it. Now, ain't that some shit? I'm just asking the questions that he told me to ask.
That is the dumbest argument. I don't even waste time trying to debate that argument.
That's the thing about moderating, y'all. You just read the questions that you're supposed to. Yeah, but yeah, I couldn't imagine. Oh no, with even though they knuckleheads, I couldn't. No, man, they're my kids. But I ain't had to fight nobody, and we ain't divorced, so So they don't even count with me. I mean, I'm not even part of that equation. I'm just asking the questions that the Brooklyn Goon told me to ask. So
yeah, I have no qualms. Like, yo, if you're gonna make it hard for me, I'm not gonna play these games.
I think that's the way I would probably. And plus, I look at it like this, because certain states, the rules are different.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, look like he's trying to come back. Yeah, there he is.
Yeah, my
okay.
fault.
No, that's cool. So, all right. Is
Please.
There a cost?
Yeah, ask that question again. That was a good one.
Okay. Why should you have to fight to be in a child's life? When you want to be in the child's life, the child want, especially if the child's a baby, they don't know. But why should you have to? Cause it's this chick. I shared her screen and whatnot and picture with Carrie, so she know who she is. Mm-hmm. I ain't gonna say her on here because there's 3 people in the chat now that I know that, you know what I'm saying? So I'll play it like that. Mm-hmm. And she's always on this thing where she was arguing. She wasn't arguing with me, like I said, because it don't qualify to me. I'm not a qualifier, but I was in the room, if you will. Mm-hmm. And she arguing with a guy like, well, how hard did you try? Every time I go by, she always making up some excuse, supposed to drop her off. She ain't never there, or I get there and she ain't ready. And she want to argue and fight. Look, I ain't here to argue and fight with you. I'm here to pick up the baby, Well, how hard did you fight if she to get a to get custody? If she's doing all that just for you to pick her up for the weekend, what else? What is she gonna do in the judicial system that's designed for her to play keep away with you?
Mm-hmm. You want me to dig in it first?
Yeah, either one of y'all, don't make me no difference. I'm not a qualifier. I ain't never paid child support. I didn't have any kids before marriage, and the only kids I got is from marriage. So I ain't,
call it in the air, Sly, heads or tails.
Well, last point, I'll never let anybody have that much control over me.
Yeah, and there's my man. Now y'all know that's my partner in crime in real life, as in. As real life, me and him be sitting in restaurants eating. People be walking around our table like I don't know. These 2 guys look kind of, these 2 guys look kind of grim. Yeah. And sitting there like, we're nice guys. He's a nicer. Well, no, I am a nicer guy than Irvin is. I am, but he's a pure example. He's a pure example of what happens when you want to do, and I ain't gonna air him out. Like I say, him and my daughter, that's the one they be going, and I deal with it. I don't have time for all that ignorance. Yeah, of what? Because everybody's not financially well off like he is. Mm-hmm. Everybody don't have the money. All dudes don't have the kind of money to keep taking off from work, to going to court and filing papers and paying fees. This dude may make $19 an hour, living in an apartment, and his apartment is eating up half his rent.
Yeah.
And she know that, so she can clown him because she know I'll err at the courts inhibit the father's rights. You right. Yeah, I was going to say, but I won't, I'll let him do. I need to get it. I need to stick a microphone. But he used to do content anyway. So it ain't like he's shy around a microphone. But like I said, but we knew each other before. YouTube didn't exist. And me and him was friends. The internet didn't exist and me and him was friends.
Yeah.
So but everybody don't have, every man don't have that kind of money. Every man ain't in that position to pay that, like Bexar County, to pay that $75 docket fee every time you go down there. Now, $75 may not be much of shit to us, but you know what I'm saying. But if I'm making $19 an hour, man, that $75 is hitting me. I just want to see my child. I can spend this $75 with me and my child going to the movie and then going to spend the rest on clothes. That's what I would rather do with the $75.
So
you know what I'm saying? Than giving it to the court, to the county clerk's office. Here's
the thing about the court system with men, especially in today's time. And if anytime you disagree with me, cut me off. You could have $100 billion in your bank account.
We worried about Sly. Go ahead, Truth. You got this. I got your back today. Sly didn't buy me that used Ferrari. It was used. I had a deal. I talked them down on it to $110,000. And Sly wouldn't get. Well, that little sheriff is black. We gotta paint it white. You can't have. He ain't get me that Ferrari. I wanted that Ferrari so bad. Truth, let him have it. I'm tired of Sly.
All right, I got you, Sheriff.
What did you do to him? Damn. Give him the damn Ferrari, man.
So the thing is, you can have $100 billion in your bank account right now. Money, the issue of men not having money to go to court, I could be wrong, but that's a thing of the past now. The reason you don't see a lot of men going to court fighting the way they gotta fight, or the way, I'm not saying have to, but fighting the way they think people should fight, is because, for one, it's an uphill battle. For two, me as a man, and Sly just said it, nothing's gonna control me that much that I have power over. I want to see my child. No, nigga, you can't see your child. You're going to have to take me to court, blah, 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 blah. Now, the right thing to do would be fight that fight to the bitter end. But how many men do you think try to fight that fight to the bitter end and lose everything? Not talking about the house, not talking about the car, not talking about the money. I'm talking about they lose their mind. They lose their sanity. And by the time they get that child or get visitation for that child or custodial rights, they so broken and depleted that they can't be a good father. Right? You go to a court and you say, I got $100 million and I got the best attorney there is. The court system is still in that woman's favor. You can have Johnny Cochran back from the dead. The court system is still in her favor. By the time you go through a year of doing this shit, you know what's going to happen? When you get that child and you say, all right, yeah, I got it. I got my child. I got this. I got that. We rocking. And then you say, all right, then, the child call you, Daddy, let's go to, Great Adventures. Let's go to Disney World. All right, bet, baby, I'm going to set it up. Then you have a court situation that's this thick, right? You have court dockets that are this thick. So guess what happens, Nick? You're not a father. I don't give a fuck what you think you are. You're not a father. You know why? Because on page 1, it says, All right. Page 1, it says, Sly has to have that child back at this designated area by 7 p.m. If not, it's considered kidnapping.
Kidnapping.
Yeah.
Or she can make a phone call and say, my child came back with a mark or a bruise on him.
I was just about to get to that.
Yeah.
Now, this is what you got to do, Nick.
Say, because we were playing freaking volleyball.
Don't matter. When you pick that child up, you got to now strip your child, take pictures of your child. And then when you take that child back, you have to have pictures of that child before it went back. Because now you got to prove when that child broke her nail, you didn't do it through some type of abuse, right? Now, let me ask you this. When you pick up something, name one thing that you have to pick up. When you pick it up, they say take pictures of it before and after you give it back.
A rental car. That's the only thing I can think of. Shoot.
Your child now becomes
a rental car.
A rental car.
Damn.
You're getting your child for the moment, right? Now, on top of that, here go. This is why a lot of men say I can't fight the fight. Let's say you moved on with your life and you got married or you got your girlfriend, everything is straight. That mother of that child could say, I don't trust that woman around my child. So guess what happens at your house now, Nick? Before that child could come visit your house, they got to come out and inspect your house.
That's what my daughter does. That's my daughter that I'm talking about, that her and Irvin be going back and forth. That's what she does.
And now also, guess what, Nick? You have dogs, right? You have a dog, right?
Yeah, that little fuzzy. Yeah.
Here you go.
Fuzzy.
My daughter is terrified of dogs. So now, Nick, you got a decision to make. You gonna get rid of this dog who ain't did nothing wrong, or you gonna tell your child the child can't come over here. Now, also, guess what? Here you go, Nick. In every state possible, you can look this up. Don't take my word on it. In every state within this country, if Sly and Jane has a baby together, and Sly goes to that designated area to pick that child up, and Jane goes to that designated area, guess what Jane has the right to do? Baby Sly, you want to go with your father? No. Okay. You know why? Because at the house, before she bought baby Sly to Sly, there was an ice cream cake on the counter. The kids was coming over to have fun, right? Somebody down the street's having a damn birthday party with all kind of balloons and shit, right? So now when Sly say, I want my child, this is my time. And the mother say, no, she don't want to go. You know what the cops is going to tell Sly? We can't force this child to go with you. So guess what? Sly done drove an hour and a half to pick that child up, and the child don't go with him. And guess what the courts is going to say? If the child does not want to go with the father, we cannot make the child go with the father. Because guess what? Child support is mandatory.
Yes.
Visitation is optional.
Yes.
The moment, because also remember this, the moment if I was an officer and in the visitations between y'all two, and I say, Nick, I got to take this child, give it to Sly. The moment I take that child and move it 1 inch from the ground it was standing on by force, then I kidnap that child. So guess what qualified immunity don't stand at? It don't stand when it comes to shit like that. Though I know it's Sly's child and it's his weekend, qualified immunity doesn't let me get away with forcing that child to Sly. Because the mother will have me locked up as an officer and will have Sly locked up for taking that child, right? We both will be in jail for kidnapping. So when you know that when men say, oh, I did everything I can and, I fought the system and I got visitation, the thing about that is show me your paperwork. Show me, I want to see this pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Because I've never seen one that just says everything is going to go so right that James Smain is gonna drop that baby off, and Nick Taylor Jr. off, and Nick Taylor's gonna take that baby, and they're gonna have a good conversation about the baby's health, the baby's dental, the baby's vision, clothes, all that. No, it doesn't. It doesn't happen like that. The moment, and another thing, here it goes. Here go, Nick. When it's your week to take that child, and let's say you bring your new girlfriend, the mother can be in her.
Why do dudes be doing? Why do they?
You know why? You know why they do that? You know why they do that?
Because that's dumb to me.
You need as many witnesses, and this is a damn shame. You need witnesses. You need as many witnesses as you can to go get your own child, because she could say you did anything.
Well, I would take you with me because she see a female, you know, even though she know I got one, but I'd rather you go.
You know what happened if you take me? Do you know what she'll say? They came to intimidate me. Right?
Okay, well, I take Sly and intimidate.
You could bring Jesus Christ with you. That woman will get you and Jesus locked up. Right? So
damn.
That's why you see men, when they go through this, when they got to pick up their child, what do, Sly? They call the local police department
and let them know. Have the sheriffs meet them. Yep.
Can you have a sheriff deputy out here? I'm here to get my child. And then when the mother sees that the sheriff's deputy is there, right? Before you get there, you know what she gonna do? So that with that child, I hate that you got to go because we're gonna go to Chuck E. Cheese this weekend. She gonna do that for as long as she can. And so, Nick, when you get out the car to go get your child, that child says, I don't want to go to that. I want to go with my mommy. All hell gonna break loose. So, like I said, when you see men out here not fighting, it's because they don't want to fight. It's because they know there's no win in this fight. A woman will say, they'll say, all right, we need, this is where they get smart, they get slick. We need a mutual place where the child can be taken from you. It could be, this is what they say, so the child can exchange hands. We're not talking about a bag of rocks. We're not talking about an item you can buy at Walmart. We're talking about a human, right? Now, here's another thing too. Nick, if you moved out the state and that woman stayed in that state where the original child support, the child order is, you are fully responsible for getting that child. Plane tickets, location, everything. Now, let me ask you this. Who the hell gonna spend plane tickets every other weekend to pick up their child? And you got Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So Friday after school, the child's in the air. You got Saturday, and you got her to get the child back by Sunday, right? How much money you spending?
A lot.
A lot.
And you better hope your flight's not delayed on a Sunday.
Oh, and don't let that flight be
Southwest
delayed.
Airlines don't delay no flights. Come on,
you know what happened if that flight is
Come
delayed?
on.
If that flight, it has to reroute because of a storm, right? An act of God. You know what the courts, you know what she has the right to do? She has the right to pick the phone up and call the police and say, he kidnapped my child. The child was supposed to be back in my arms by 8 o'clock. It is 8:01 and my child is not here. Because remember this, when it comes to the man, there's no leeway. You got to follow that order to the T. And if you don't, she could take you back to court. And hold on, let me say this too. She can take you back to court where she don't even have to be there. She just got to make the complaint and the courts will hold court. She don't even have to be there. So when they say, a man say, well, I moved on with my life and I'm this, I'm that, you still confide to, you are bound and tied with your hands behind your back to the stipulations of that woman in the court. You could say, I left the state of California because I was into gangbanging. All of my friends died, all of this, all of that. So I moved to Florida. I found God. I turned my life over. I'm the minister of a church and I'm doing good for my community. When they come to that courthouse, they don't give a fuck about none of that.
So you minister meatloaf now and it don't even matter.
You could be walking around there raising people from the dead. It don't matter. You know what you are in the court system? You are a means of finance, because for every dollar that you give in child support, that court system gets money off of that dollar.
Yes. The county makes money off of the suffering of the child.
So that's why I don't see a problem when a man makes an attempt and then he realized, okay, I'm going to be fighting this shit for the rest of my life uphill, and the bottom of my shoes got oil on it. I'm good, because by the time you finish, for one, you're not going to be the father that you want to be because the time will be so limited. For two, are you willing to be homeless, sleeping in your car, just to win a court case? And then when you don't got nothing, guess what's going to happen right there, Nick? You ain't got no house and no car, no nothing.
They ain't going to award you the child because you don't have a place. You don't have viable place to stay.
And then you can't say, well, my mama said that I could blah, blah, blah. Because because the woman going to say, well, I need his mother's house inspected because when I was dating him, he had people in there and they was doing this, that, and the third. How many times your mother's house going to get ransacked and checked before her grandbaby could come? When she, and don't let the grandfather be there, because the grandfather going to say, hey, Nick, you got to go. That's your problem. You got to go. Well, I don't know. I'm not for this. I don't want people coming in here looking at my closets and under the beds and looking through the drawers. You know what? I'll give you a good example. There was a woman who had her daughter living with her and the grandkids was living there. The daughter let her daughter get into the grandmother's medicine. She took some pills.
Oh, no.
And next thing you know, the daughter and the kids moved on with their life. The grandmother is, up until the day she moved out of that house, was still subjected to random searches of that house. Even though it was proven that the grandkids don't live there, they said, but they can come back. So she had to buy a lockbox with a key and put a lock on her bedroom door because the medication had to be locked behind 2 locks. Even though the grandchildren wasn't even coming around no more, she still had to go through that. So I tell you like this, Nick, if you had a son and your son worked for you and he was going through the court situation, you know who'd be at your property more than you would be at your properties, your businesses? Child services. Because the moment he tried to bring that child to work to show him what daddy do for a living, that woman could say, he takes my child to his job and it's dangerous. They work with big machinery and all kinds of stuff that can hurt and kill him. So guess what, Nick? They'll close you down for the day to do an inspection on you. They don't care one bit about what you got going on. You can say, please, it can't be today because it's the busiest day of the week. I make the most money that I make all week on this day. Well, we don't care. This is all we got. When we get there, we need every door unlocked. We need to see every piece of machinery. We need to do this and we need to do that. And guess what, Nick? You didn't make that baby. Then when he say, Dad, you think I could stay here for about 6 months, get myself back on my feet? That woman get mad at him because he ain't coming back home. Guess who getting these once a week? Hey, how you doing? My name is Super Sly 75. I'm here with the Bureau of Child Welfare. It was told to us that the child was locked in a room and there was no heat in that room.
Well, if it's you didn't do the knock right because they've been.
Oh yeah. I mean, of course that.
Open the door.
Open this goddamn door.
Then you open the door, man. Why are you knocking on the door like you the motherfucking police? What's wrong with you?
I am. But yeah, man, it gets to that point to where a man has to say, I don't want to go through that. And don't let you start, Nick, don't let you be in the beginning of that process and then Sly told you, hey, this is everything I had to go through. Guess what you gonna do, Nick? Man, to hell with that. I ain't going through that. I'd rather I'll see her or I'll see him when they're 18. I ain't got time for this.
I'll be a deadbeat dad.
Yeah, I'll be a deadbeat dad. Yup.
Damn. I couldn't go through all that, man. Okay. All right, y'all. Okay. Now, this is my question, and we getting out of here. When y'all done, I'm done, because I already know the answer. I say fuck them. But anyway, minimum wage isn't to support your life. Minimum wage is for people with minimal skill.
Fact.
As your skill increases, your money should increase, correct? Because you see the manager at Taco Cabana, he's making 3 times what the person is that's at the window because he or she used to be that person at the window.
Mm-hmm.
And they went from regular counter to shift leader, from shift leader to assistant manager, from manager. Oh, they only make $62,000 a year.
Mm-hmm.
And okay, for a high school education, $62,000 a year ain't bad.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because ain't no 8-year college, student. You know what I'm saying? So because everybody ain't gonna go to college.
Yeah.
Everybody ain't gonna be a big hitter.
Yeah.
Am I wrong in saying, because you got the livable, and it's Sly State, they the one out there going with all that bullshit, talking about minimum wage need to be $85 an hour with a pay. What?
California catch nothing but strays. What are we talking about?
But they asked for them. They know what they
Uganda,
do?
and somehow California
jumps out on the rifle range waving orange flags saying, "Here, shoot me." And but I'm like, oh, thank you. Yeah, exactly. From mops to fries. Yes, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
So it's that minimum wage should be for minimum skill. Mm-hmm. Why do you see some I see is broken? Hey, information man, peace, brother. Peace. I see it as you have mid-level jobs where they had $20 an hour. But y'all want me to be okay with this dude making $16. What is that going to do to the price of your fries and your pizza?
It could go up. Price is going to go up.
So and that's all I want to ask, and I'll get out of here. Y'all's take on minimum wage. Do you think minimum wage is necessary? Should it go away? And it's whatever the business say they starting position is, because it's like this. It's $10 an hour, but it's supposed to be. You ain't got to take the job. Yeah. This you're not getting paid $10 an hour to be a dental assistant.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're not getting paid $10 an hour to be an operating room technician.
Yeah.
I just pulled $10 out of the air because I know different states got different numbers, for what they got going on. So I just made it a round number of 10.
Yeah. Hey, before we answer that question, let me answer these two. Let me answer a question and make a statement. Chocolate Bunny said, wait, how you still paying and the kid with you? So in the court systems, once it has been established, this is what it is. A man wants to serve this woman for
I've seen it too. I've seen
custodial rights, right? The woman could meet with Sly and say, here, you can take the baby. I just can't raise the baby no more. The order still is there for Sly to pay child support, right? You have to serve that woman in the court system in order for her to go to court. If you don't, you can go to court and petition it, but you have to try to petition her 3 times before the court can set a date stating that you cannot find this woman. And the thing is, most states, I can't try to serve a woman 3 times within a month. I have to serve her, gap it out, serve her again, gap it out, serve her again. And when I say serve, is not you, Nick, knocking at the door saying, Lemon Quisha, come outside. I got these papers for you. You got to go get a damn proxy, pay this person to make an attempt to do this 3 times before you can go to court. Most men don't have the time to do that because now you're busy raising a child. So guess what you do? I'll get back to it. Years pass by, you still like, oh shit, I forgot I'm paying child support. And then you start that process, right? Information man, I don't know if I seen him in Lennon Honors chat before. So I wanted to shout him out. I seen him over there a couple times.
Oh yeah, man. I'm shooting information, man. Yeah, he's a staple, man. He's a staple around here. I know he is.
Yeah.
Good brother, man. He's a good guy.
Is he still around?
So Leonard
Yeah,
Arnold
he's in the chat.
Leonard Arnold was gone for a minute. And
you talking about Leonard? Oh, I thought
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
He was going off the grid for a little second, and then he came back, and he right back on Umar Johnson ass. Yeah,
Umar need to cut it out on some of this stuff, man. Some of the stuff. I mean, I ain't trying to, but man, come on, man. Some stuff just Umar. Can you stop it? Can you?
No. Hey,
he can't do it.
Debauchery pays the bills, bro.
Debauchery pays the bills.
Pays the bills.
Man, I'm man, I be listening. I mean, I see snippets because I don't go to his channel, but I see stuff that other people, I'm watching Sly and he got a 2-minute bit, of Umar, and I'm like, just, I'm like, dude, just like Moist. I've never been to Moist Twatkins' channel, but I get to see so much, you know what I mean? I'm like, man, boys, what are you talking about? Number one, I thought you were supposed to be some kind of financial guru. Why are you on here talking about, because that one pissed me off, about these young men, this, that, and other. Y'all need to get out here. Man, forget what all these other people saying. Y'all need to get out here with these women. Okay, she got a couple of kids. Look, y'all need to fix this. And how y'all gonna fix this is getting with these women and this, that, and other. Okay, you ain't the daddy of the kids. So what? I'm like, this dude then lost his MF in my. Now, if a dude choose to do that, that's on him. But Moist, what the fuck are you talking about?
Hey, I'm still waiting for Boyce Watkins to tell me how the hell how you so black and you preaching all this, how institutionalized racism and all this shit, and your daughter married a white man.
Well. Sly, I got a question.
Yeah.
Why is he out here talking this stuff, but he got curved by the same woman he married to now before she was married and she ain't have no kids, and she didn't want his ass. She didn't want him until after she done ran her course and got grown-ass kids and then moved into his house and she had to make an IG video about her telling her kids that they need to show Moist some damn respect in his own house. Why would anybody in their right mind listen to this man?
Because like most men that listen to them and that type, as long as they have a chance with the woman, that's all that they just want access to her.
Yep.
And because
there's no shortage of women out here.
Yeah, but that's the women that they want, right? Yep. You just can't replace that or mitigate or remove that. They're always gonna hold that door open. That candle will still burn. Just all he needs one shot, one chance. As long as they understand there's a sliver of hope, they'll keep that door open.
Gary said there ain't no woman worth that.
Yeah, like I said, I just want him to explain how the hell you preach all you preach about. Was your daughter not listening when she married that white man?
Well, look at Farrakhan,
a white woman. Yeah, and I could be wrong. I ain't the smartest man in the world, but didn't Louis Farrakhan come from under the Honorable Elijah Muhammad?
Yeah, and who came from Wallace Fard.
And Elijah Muhammad said the white man is the devil.
The devil. THEE.
Somehow the devil's kids don't count, just the devil. But the devil's kids is okay. His offspring.
Do y'all think that Louis curves his grandkids, or do you think he plays with them and do grandpapa type stuff with his grandkids like everybody else do.
Oh wait, I used to date a chick that used to at a daycare in Chicago off Lakeshore Drive, that where his grandkids used to go to when they were little.
Really?
And they would pull up in black trucks, blacked out trucks. He would get out.
Slide running because he think it's the feds.
Hey, nah, he would get out, or his security would get out, and they would go pick the grandkids up from daycare.
Yeah. You know why, right? I could tell you why. Why he was able to do that.
Yeah.
So remember, the goalpost is not screwed to the floor. You can move it however you want to move it. So you know what they started to enforce once that happened? If you got a drop of black in your blood, you're black.
Yeah, okay. So they going with the one drop rule.
Oh, of course. Yeah. Of course, yeah.
When it's
convenient
for their
beneficial.
arguments. Yes.
Yeah.
When the whole seeds of the father topic discussion comes up, it's good if the daddy, granddaddy, great granddaddy.
So as long as I'm preaching blackity black, even though my grandmother is half white and my great grandfather is 100% white, I'm okay.
The same way the Hebrew Israelites will say,
so his one drop don't count, I guess. Okay, cool.
The Hebrew Israelites will say, if you Puerto Rican or you Dominican, you black, when we all know the root is Europe, Spain, and Spain is in Europe. So these are Europeans running around your organization.
Yes.
But,
Spaniards are Europeans.
Yeah,
yes.
But that's how they think. So I just had to answer that. And I wanted to say, once again, shout out to Information Man, because when I'm over there watching Lennon Honor just give Umar Johnson that hell, I seen Information Man in the chat, and I actually seen him on the pit.
I used to listen to Information Man, because when he used to go live was the time when I used to be transferring from the sheriff's office going back to my office. And so I had a pretty good, and that's when I would listen to him, because that's the time he used to be on. So I'm listening. I can't do nothing because I'm driving, driving a big ass damn truck.
Hey, to Chocolate Bunny in the chat. No, you wouldn't. I love when women be like, "Well, if that were me, I'd do that." No, you wouldn't, because you be a man, you be a non-custodial parent, have no rights. You can pay child support for 15 years and overpay, and you have no rights. You're a non-custodial parent. You have no rights.
Let me tell you something. If you were a man, you would be saying the same thing I'm saying.
Exactly.
Yeah, because shoulda, woulda, couldas. If you are a man, you ain't suing nobody, because the thing is, if you try to, so the thing about child support, child cases, right? Nick, I don't know if you know this. If your daughter and her husband have a child, right? And your daughter and her husband split up, and your daughter can't financially take care of herself, and she go down to the government building and get welfare, they make her bring a copy of that birth certificate. Once they see his name on the bottom of it, they open up a case. The state opens up a case on you. She could say, well, I never took you to court. You think they're going to give you all these free benefits and stuff? It's not free. Somebody's going to pick up the tab. Yeah. And because they got your name on the bottom of that birth certificate, they're coming straight for you. Now, and then he could say, I don't think that child is mine. You know what they're going to say? It's not our problem. You're going to be paying child support until you sign the birth certificate. And unless you could find her to petition her for paternity tests, and don't let it be in them states where they say after a certain amount of time, it don't even matter. You still the father.
Yeah, Tennessee just gave everybody the blueprint on how it's done. They got it passed. It's passed. It passed.
Yeah.
It passed.
Now, ask yourself this. How many black women you going to see making babies in Tennessee moving forward?
Yeah, there's no benefit.
Nope.
There's no benefit.
Oh, no.
Because now you have to do the test now, and if the baby ain't his, he ain't got to pay.
Yeah.
And the weird thing is like women only understand the man's point of view only when they have a son. When the son gets older and he starts dating, then they're like, hey, now wait, you be careful out here.
Yup.
That's the only time it hits home. Other than that, they're not thinking about guys.
She warning that son of how she was.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Look, I done got cursed out, and it was Truth's fault because hey, ask him this. Okay, well, shit. Then I get cussed out. She had 4 kids, 3 different dudes. Cool, no problem. I don't care. Mm-hmm. But I asked, when your sons, she had 2 boys and 2. She has 2 boys and 2 girls. When your sons get older, are you gonna tell your sons that it's okay and they should go out and look for a woman, for a woman such as yourself, you know what I mean, with 4 by 3 different? She said no. She said no. No, I wouldn't encourage my sons, when they get older, because they ain't dating age yet. But no, I wouldn't. I said, okay, your son comes home. Ma, what? I got a girlfriend, I think. We starting to smell around each other and shit and whatnot, right? Mm-hmm. And he brings her home to you to meet you, and she has 4 children by 3 different men, and you ain't gonna say nothing. She said, wait a minute. I need a banana. Banana.
Hold on, Nick. Hold on.
Standing there on the curb, right? They standing there on the curb, watching the car roll by, right?
Hold on 1 second.
Might have to drop a dime on them niggas. Sure. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that shit for sure, bro. I don't like that shit.
Big head Rico, right? but I asked her, and I'm like, but she says no. But wait a minute. Do you see the conflict here?
What's good? If it's good for the goose, it should be good for the gander.
So it's good enough for somebody else's son to come scoop you, but it ain't good enough for your son, because most women with different kids, they be going through shit. They may be going through stuff that I ain't going through.
You going through it.
You going through it. That's what she wouldn't admit. Well, one of them in the pen. So, so we ain't got to worry about him for now. But you know what I'm saying? For now. But yeah, her words, she the one said it. She said it. I didn't say it. She said it.
Give it 10 years. He going to be knocking that slide door. Hey, with my son. My son.
Hey, I come to pick up Lil Jeriquavius and shit, and he gonna tell me that you gonna call yourself putting him on punishment, gonna take the controller to his PS5. Nigga, who the hell you think you are taking my damn son controller to his MF and video game? You ain't buy that game, ninja.
Yep.
But then slide like, but his PS5 is plugged into the wall in my house, sucking my electricity. The PS5 don't work unless it's plugged into the damn wall. I tell you what, when I come back to pick him up, you let him not have that controller, ninja. You're gonna have some problems, partner.
Hey Nick, let's not forget, it's also 2:00 in the morning on a school night.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, man, come up. What? And I'm like, Sly, you got your pistol? Yeah. I suggest you next time when he come back, you need to have it in your hand.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you got to let him come inside the house. You can't clap him on the porch.
Yeah.
You got to let him come in.
Yeah. Let him kick the door in, right? Make sure you have video, not audio, because audio.
Hey, stand there holding the door, and when he come up to get it, and say, you ain't get no PS5, and slam the door in his face. You know he gonna kick the door in, but you just run back and standing there like this. And when he comes, he's inside. He's inside. I got him inside.
Yeah.
No, don't drag him in. You got to bait him in, because when he walking up the sideway and Sly's standing there like this, in the doorway looking at him.
Mm-hmm.
And his foot hit the second step, and Sly said, PS5 my ass, and slammed the door and lock. He gonna kick the door in. He gonna kick it in. And as soon as this let foot go through it and shit, light his ass up.
And knowing Sly, that the father could come to the door peaceful, screaming peace. Next thing you know, that father tied up in the basement, and Sly telling you a whole nother story of what happened. Right? And he forced himself in. Well, Sly, the video don't show that. Well, that's how I saw it.
Yeah.
Y'all, I'm done. I appreciate y'all.
Hey,
and y'all can get mad at Truth because these Truth questions. So y'all can go to his channel and yell at him.
Yeah, curse me out. Flag it too. So before we go, let me tell you a story time with Truth Teller 410. So one of my friends, he passed away. His name was Hector in New York City, right? He was going through the same crap. He was dating this girl. They was engaged. She had 2 kids by, twins by this guy who was in jail, Clinton Correctional Facility. Me and Hector, we sitting in a house, right? We talking because we used to work together. So we sitting in the house. We was actually playing I think it was PlayStation. I think it was PlayStation 2, right? 1 o'clock in the morning. Doom. I turned, so what the fuck? He said, who is it? Yo, it's George. He said, who? It's George. I said, who's that? He said, I don't know no damn George. So, I got my little come see, come saw on my side. I said, well, let me get ready to kill this nigga because I don't know who the hell this is, right?
Yeah.
He go to the door. He leave the chain on. You know them project doors, Sly, they heavy as hell, right? It's like opening a damn bank vault. He hitting all the locks. Coom. So he's like, yo, may I help you? He's like, yeah, I'm George. I'm here to see my kids. Nigga said, my kids? He was like, yeah, I'm here to see my kids. He's like, is what was her name? I don't remember her name. Let's say Mary. Is Mary here? He was like, yo, bro, she sleep. Yo, who are you? Yo, those my kids. I want to see my kids. 1 o'clock in the morning, Friday going into Saturday, 1 o'clock in the morning.
Man.
So she gets up and she's like, baby, what's going on? He was like, yo, some guy here talking about named George, talking about he wants to see his kids. She was like, oh, wait, hold on. She takes him in the kitchen and explained to him, remember I told you the kid's father was dead? He wasn't dead. He was in jail, and that's him.
Oh, no.
So he told her, yo, that nigga can't come in here. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. Where he just coming from? You know what she said? I can't stop him from seeing his kids. 5 years of raising those kids, and she chose that 1 minute to take that nigga's side over the man who's paying the bills and raising her kids. My man, he did it. He told him, hey, you can come in. Come on in. Open the door. He said, the kid's right there in the room. Go ahead. My man went in the back. He took a suitcase. He packed all his shit. She's sitting there, told him, where you going? Where you going? He ain't say nothing. He just packed his stuff. He was like, yo, G, you can help me? I said, yeah, come on. I helped him, put the stuff in the car. He packed all his stuff.
I can keep him from coming in my fucking house.
So I asked him, right? He got all his stuff in the car. I said, bro, why you left like that? He said, I had to leave because if she's willing to do this with me here, imagine what she's going to do without me here. Ooh. When I'm at work. You know what she's going to say all the time? Well, I can't stop him from seeing the kids. Then when I come in the house, he in the house or he been in my house. That man never had kids of his own, and he never settled with another woman ever because of that one situation of a nigga coming to the house that he thought he was building with her 1 o'clock in the morning. And the thing was, that's not his house. He moved into her house. So everything that he put into that house, it was already her house. He just added on to it.
Got you.
That's the kind of shit you got to deal with.
I'm good.
Yeah, I gotta get out of here because
me too. I'm tired.
We got school. He got school, and I got a guy coming to install some windows on my office.
Must be nice.
In the
Must
morning.
be nice.
Well, being once cracked, I mean,
See, Sly, when I have those problems, Sly, I put tape on my window because I'm poor.
Well, being it's a state licensed facility, I can't do that. There's certain restrictions and stuff that I have to do.
All I hear is
I have a
state
licensed state issued storage license. So
that's what happened. You got money. All right, listen, ladies and gentlemen. If nothing else, you heard nothing else. Let me say this: I hate Nick and I hate Sly.
Well,
everything else that we said is null and void. Just remember
that's okay, because me and Nick with this equipment and these cameras, it's okay. We'll be okay.
I still want my Ferrari.
There you go. Just that fast. Come on, Sheriff. You over here with me. I'm taking the talent with me. You niggas can have each other. I'll take the talent with me.
Carrie wants the sheriff to have his own channel where people email in questions and she read the questions to the sheriff.
Yeah.
That would be a good idea.
That would be hilarious.
Yeah.
That would be ridiculous.
I'm about to go because I got to take a shit. But, hey.
TMI?
Well, I'm a grown man. Y'all grown men. And he's a grown adult. So.
Yeah.
If you feel this hurt, all I did was throw the rock. The dog got howling.
Hey,
not you. I'm talking about anybody in the chat.
Mercy.
I've been holding it for like 5 minutes. And
fix him, Jesus. Fix him.
Start turtle headed.
Yeah, fix him, please. All right. Jesus. All right, well, folks, appreciate all of y'all. If you didn't hit the like coming in, please hit it going out, so we can get everything. And before you leave,
quality fucking time, sweetheart.
That means you need to hit the button before you leave. Please do that. Okay.
Yes.
Y'all be good. Be safe. Thank you, brother Irv. Great. Y'all be good. Be safe. Go to work tomorrow. Don't be late. Okay? Don't be late.
Private Pile, you had best square your ass away and start shitting me Tiffany cufflinks, or I will definitely fuck you up.
Peace.
Stay black.